welcome to the Best Ever Podcast. This is your boy, Mr. TRUSAV.
And don't forget about me.
Oh no, we're gonna get to you, baby. Especially after what the fuck you just said. Hold on. There you go. Let the people hear you. You don't have your jacket on today, so.
That's right. Just for the people, okay? Just for the people.
So normally it's supposed to be bi-weekly, but Auntie was at a Negro History Month celebration. So
for my Negro, okay?
Hey, there you go. Negro History celebration for a Negro.
No, it was my honey's birthday, okay? So I had to miss one day.
How is it, like 57?
Double back. Slap you.
So you know that's your catchphrase now. We've decided as a podcast. I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
Fuck y'all. Right. I don't even notice. It just...
Why are you saying...
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
So you were at an AARP birthday.
I would hurt you.
Nah, you can't. Nah, that doesn't...
I tried to switch it up. Damn.
If you're over 35, you're eligible for AARP. I don't want to hear it.
Damn, I make 35 this year.
This lady said it to me. I was in the store, and I was doing something. I was picking a water bottle up or something, and she was like, getting kind of old, huh? I was
you like, must have grunted.
I was like, man, after 30, it was all downhill. She was like, boy, she's like, I sound like Rice Krispie trees getting up. I was like, well, I feel you. I was like, I'll do something.
Crackle, pop.
I'll do something, and 2 days later, I'm hurt like a motherfucker. Like, damn, I didn't even... Wait, that was on Tuesday. It's Friday.
That's me when I do chickens at work. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? My whole body be aching.
I gotta stretch and shit again. So this time I'm serious, though. So the baby's gone, so I'm actually gonna do my whole shit. We're gonna chronicle it this time, so you guys can hold me accountable. So I'm gonna do starting weight, do all that shit. I'm gonna do all those sexy pictures in the bathroom. What?
Well, that's based on opinion. Let me shut up.
What?
You sexy to somebody.
Hey, to 95% of the population. For my... Damn, she didn't even hold it in. She was like, well, maybe. She was like, Negro, please. That hairline belongs in the Negro leagues. No, what is it? Looks will get you in the door, but personality will keep you there.
That's right. That's why I always stay around.
Wait. Oh.
You know I got dumb with me.
I had to think about it for a second. But no, I'm actually gonna be good this time. I was good before she had the baby, but once she got pregnant, then man, that shit went out the window. Well, if we're being honest.
Wait, what went out the window? What were you talking about?
I was eating good. I was doing no dairy, no bread, no nothing. Like
before she got pregnant?
Okay, the meat was easy. But cheese and bread, that was the hard one.
The hardest shit for me is meat. I love meat. I need meat.
Think about everything that cheese and bread goes on.
I don't like cheese like
tacos,
that.
Tacos, pizza, even on chili, you put the cheese on top.
You gotta have cheese on it.
Or even cereal.
Who the fuck? I was like, who the fuck put cheese on cereal?
Fuck, I forgot my whole shit now. I put cheese on cereal. But no, not eating dairy is the easy part, or the hard part. Because it's just, there's so much good shit. Mozzarella sticks, chili cheese fries, nachos. Yeah. But I'll be good this time. And then, well...
Wait, so you saying you got better after?
No, I got worse after she...
Oh, you got worse.
I got worse.
Oh, you was good before, and then you got worse.
Because she would be like, come on, babe. I just want some Ben & Jerry's. I'm like, well, you gonna eat it by yourself.
Right.
I got a cheesecake one for you. Funky bitch. Pass that shit over here.
You know what I be like.
Hell yeah. And then it's with any kind of eating habit. Like, if one person eats good and the other person eats bad, like...
It don't work.
Well, it can. Like, it did for a while. And then she switched over to the dark side. But then once she had the baby, and the baby was like, bitch, I want some nachos and cereal. And it was just like, I mean, it's there. So it's like, let me sneak this little bowl real quick. Ain't nobody gonna know this.
Is you gonna let your son eat like that? Could he eat nachos and
Hell
tacos and burritos
and
burgers?
We're gonna start you off right, sir. Do you see what has happened to my body with 40 years of eating bullshit? Like, no, we can't have you like this, sir. We need you to be what's that nigga's name? Ronaldo. Or is that his name? Christian Ronaldo? The soccer player. What? I'm a fan.
I know Mia Hamm. What was that? 1990s. The
Mia
girls'
Hamm.
soccer, women's soccer. She was like the one. Mia Hamm. That was a hell of a long ago. Yeah, I don't be up to date.
That reminded me. That's the new ones are what's that lady's name? Put something. I don't know. She was good. She has that Karen haircut. You know like the women's the women's national team is like the best in the world.
Women's national what?
Soccer team.
Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I don't really know much about sports, but
what? Unless it's punching people in the head, right?
Oh, you know me and MMA, but I don't even just know MMA because I can't really tell you shit about UFC. But Bellator is my world, and yes, for all the MMA fans, okay, I know what y'all gonna say, but Bellator is the shit. And fuck UFC with all them pay-per-views.
Abby Wambach. That's the lady. Kristen Lilly, Becky Sauerbrunn, and those are some of them. I know Wambach. That's the lady with a little comb over looking situation. But she was balling. Wait, which one is Bellator? Is that the one where Bob Sapp was in getting knocked out?
Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp is that dude from that big black dude that looks like Shrek.
What the fuck?
He was
big black dude look like Shrek.
What was that movie that with Adam Sandler?
What his name was?
Bob Sapp. He's like 6'8", 350, but he be getting whooped all the time. He's just big for no reason. He just be coming in and
he's a... I think... Okay, I've seen him before, but he's a boxer or something.
I mean, he tried to do some kickboxing.
It says mixed martial arts, so maybe he must have did a little bit, but... Yeah, I don't know him like that.
He be having this in bad.
Shout out to Darian Caldwell, the Wolf. That's my man right there, okay? That's Bellator.
My man got knocked out the other weekend.
Who?
My man Conor.
Oh, McGregor.
I don't even like him because he fights. I like him because he talks shit. I love how he be talking shit.
He talks so much shit.
When he told Mayweather, he was like, "You're a 50-year-old man with a backpack." He's like, "You look like a little school kid going to class." He's like, "You can't even read. What do you got about?" I was like, "Hey, you my man. I love you. I'm going to bet my house on you. I know you're going to get whooped, but I fuck with you."
Hey, but he be winning. He be winning, though.
I don't care if he was 0-50. When he was talking to McGregor like that, I was like, I feel everything that you said. No, when he was talking to Mayweather. McGregor. Oh, how he was talking to himself. Jesus Christ. But I just don't like Mayweather.
No, money team.
I mean, okay, you're undefeated. I mean, it wasn't Rocky. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. I can't even think of dude's name. I almost say Julio Cesar Chavez. I'm like, that's the
school. No,
yeah, it is. I think it's one of them. I can't think. I gotta look it up. But he was like 93-0 before he lost, and then he still fought like 50 other motherfuckers before he lost. So it was like, this nigga's 143-2. And you mean to tell me because you're undefeated, you're better than him? Like, no. Well, really, he's like 53-0. If you really,
some of those don't even count. Like,
did you miss that one, huh?
What, 53-0? Okay, yeah. Wait, you went right over the top. Where's the camera
at? Never mind. That was a low blow. It was a domestic violence joke.
Oh shit! He be beating bitches.
That's why no one likes him.
I didn't know that. Who the fuck? I didn't know that.
That was the thing. That's why a lot of people were like, "Fuck you," for like whooped her ass. Like, not even just.
How did he not go to jail? Ain't his hand supposed to be certified? Oh, okay.
It was like, I mean, when you're financially dependent on someone, like, you're just gonna take that L. You're not gonna press charges, even if you did get your ass whooped. So I mean, it's like, that's why people are like, when you start comparing yourself to Ali and shit, it's like, hold on, wait a minute. You talking about Ali Boumbaye? That guy? And you over here in Vegas.
Sting like a bee.
What was the other one? Then there was the one where he basically said, I don't have to win the fight because I'm the champ. I just have to not get knocked out so I can win on points. It's like, that's pretty whack. Like,
That's hell whack.
And
then what be killing me be when, you know how much fucking money people be spending to watch that shit? How much, like, can I get my money's worth? That's all I want to know. Can I get my money's worth? You ain't got to, knock a nigga out just cold in the first round. But goddamn, cause you don't like run around the ring for the whole 12 rounds and waste my fucking money?
He's the master of defense. No, this nigga is running. Get off your bike, sir, and put your feet down and fight. I want to say Brian Flores from ESPN said that. He was like, no one really cares. Like, we're not here to critique what you do with your money or anything that you say or that you're fighting broads to. But it's like, if I paid $100 to watch you fight, and then you pull something like that, and then after the fight, I'm watching you throw hundreds on strippers, I'm just watching you throw my money for a fight that wasn't even entertaining.
That wasn't shit.
So, I mean, it's not... Well, then he has like a 6th grade education too. So it's like,
shout out to 50. Did you see that video when 50 got on him so hard?
Are you talking about?
I'll
donate $1 million if you can read a page from the Harry Potter thing. Hey.
Hey, he got on him though.
How you stutter on your own name? Like, okay, but look at my cars. But you can't read none of the emblems in it. Like, what? Stop it. You can't read the owner's manual. Stop.
Maybach.
Like, he was stuttering on his own name when he was doing those promos. Let me stop.
So maybe he has a stuttering problem. Maybe
no, he
it's
dropped
not
out.
that.
He didn't go to high school. Like, he dropped out in like 7th, 8th grade.
Probably because he has some sort of learning disability.
Well, no, because he didn't get paid to be a boxer, so it's like, I don't need to learn how to read.
Oh, he was boxing in 6th grade?
His dad was a fighter. Like, he's been training since forever. Like, this is one of those, like, Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant situations. Like, to be the absolute best, you have to have no life.
Right.
Like, at 2-3, Tiger Woods was driving balls 70, 80, 100 yards. Not 100 yards, but...
Right.
At 2 and 3. So, like, what type of dedication?
Well, then how we
does that
can't be
take?
mad at the nigga then?
Oh, I'm not.
I guess he went the route he was supposed to go, right?
I mean, that's what your life was supposed to be about.
I mean, well, you saying you had to dedicate everything to the sport or learning the sport.
Mm-hmm.
So the nigga couldn't go to school. Shit.
That's what it is. Oh, that would be called a Pyrrhic victory.
What does that mean?
It's a win that comes at a great loss. So, like, yeah,
right.
You got all this money and all this, but, like, you can't read your motherfucking name. Like,
right.
And it's not like, well, this is a conversation I had with the wife because my grandpa, like, was illiterate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, couldn't read. Like, one day he was, I think it was like 80 something when he died. And I remember he had to sign, like, some kind of form at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrote an X. And I was like, where's the rest
face?
Of it? I know we need to get a camera because half of the funny shit is his faces. But I was just looking like, that's not how you spell Alvin Brown, nigga. I thought I was tripping because he did it with confidence too. Ha ha. And I was like,
that was his shit. That's his signature.
He did a cursive X. Like, that was his signature. All right, my G. But, like, I asked my mom, and she was like, well, because, I mean, he's 80, and this was in 1995. So you're talking about somebody who was born in 1908.
Yeah.
So his parents came here from Mississippi, like, East Texas. So we're talking about, like, a generation away from slavery. Mm-hmm. So it's him. And
not even a generation away.
Like, your mama and daddy was a sharecropper or a damn near slave.
In 1908, what he was doing? He was,
So, no, I'm saying, like, his parents. So when he was born, like, your parents were, like, probably had just got free or just whatever, just got up out of there. So they came from Mississippi to California to the Bay Area, like most people. But he was the oldest of, like, 7, 8. So when 2nd, 3rd grade came around, like, nigga, you gonna get out here and pick these grapes with us.
Right.
So he didn't really have a choice, but you had to provide with the parents for the younger kid.
Right.
So a lot of times that was my issue with a lot of my aunts and uncles because they felt like, oh, we're better than this nigga because he can't read. It's like he was feeding you.
You the reason. He
like,
the
what do you
reason.
mean?
Like,
So it's like that was always a point of contention. So like I get it. Like if that was the case, like he couldn't read because he was the champion of his family and he was feeding the people. Then like okay, but when you're an asshole on top of it, like yeah, I don't feel bad for you, fam. Sorry, you could have paid for a tutor at this point.
right? Look, that what they said a tutor.
I mean, I was like,
He ain't finna try and learn that shit now. It's too late for that. He got a tutor for the children.
yeah.
You see?
Have you seen his daughter?
Double that back around. What?
His daughter she got pregnant by NBA YoungBoy or something rapper dude that has like 6 kids already.
Didn't the NBA YoungBoy just had a baby with Iggy Azalea, whatever her name is? That white girl.
No, that's
I thought that was
somebody. That's one of the other ones.
Oh, you see?
'Cause
Look, I don't even be up on this shit.
Because he didn't go to the birth.
Yeah,
he went to go play PlayStation or something crazy. Went to on a trip
oh,
somewhere.
was it Lil Uzi Vert? Was it Uzi Vert?
Nah, the one with the thing in his head.
Oh, I don't know.
Here on the Best Day Podcast.
We gonna
we don't
find
know anything
the fuck
about.
Out. Okay.
Oh wait. Oh no, little Nas X got titties too. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, you know he gay.
No.
Nas X?
No.
I missed the sarcasm there. Sorry. Yeah.
Brings a whole new.
I thought you must didn't know.
Brings a whole new meaning to I'm gonna ride my horse till I can't ride no more. Huh? I told y'all, and when people were singing it, I was like, something doesn't feel right about this. Y'all are singing. You got too much energy singing this. No, we gonna ride. Are you gonna ride? Okay, let's see how that happens. Playboy Cardi.
Playboy Cardi.
That's who it is.
Okay, I don't know who that is. Okay, anyways. Okay, so I know NBA YoungBoy got that song with Nicki Minaj I like, but that's about all I know about him.
That's the one. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense.
No, that ain't it.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Wait.
So really
It's
interesting.
that other one with show me what that mouth do. And
The
shit.
Throat Baby one?
No, I don't know Throat Baby except that stripper event. The Throat Baby stripper event.
That's like a song.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Something. I don't remember. I still listen to Frankie Beverly and Maze like it's new.
Hey, look, my baby hate when I turn that shit on. Do we have to listen to the old stuff?
Yes. I mean, if you think about it, like that's what is it? The 70s were what? 50 years ago. 1971 was 50 years ago. Like,
yeah, shit is a trip.
like,
You know what tripped me out? Like a week or two ago, I was talking to a coworker and I had asked them when they was born. And the nigga had told me some 1994, whatever. I don't fucking know. But when I hear 1990s, I think of children. Okay? But them motherfuckers is grown now. Them niggas is grown now. You know, I was in the club one time and they said, where is all my 90s babies at? And I was like, oh, must be at the wrong club.
Yeah, I remember your mama from Freaknik. That's what be funny. People be talking about these kids nowadays. There was just no videos back then. I remember you all
No
out there
social
busting
media.
it out. Yeah.
No way to bust your ass out. Okay. All that stay close with the, you know how gossip spread right there in that small circle.
Now your mama
Social media. Social media changed the game.
For better or for worse?
I don't know. I'd say 60-40 worse.
51-49.
God damn, what's this? Price is Right?
It was good because now it proved that you really don't have to go to college to get information. Like you can have access to. So like, I'm trying to do the nonprofit thing. Mm-hmm. So I was over here stressing like, how am I gonna do this? And I was like, wait a minute, let me get on Facebook. Joined about 10 groups. Started asking questions. Bam, answers. bam, bam, bam. Oh, I'm a lawyer in California. You need this, you need this, you need this. Like, oh shit. But then I got distracted because people were doing the silhouette challenge and shit. So I was like, oh shit, look at this. Oh.
I haven't even seen any of
What?
those.
That was
I've
my
heard
favorite
about
meme.
them, but I haven't even seen any of those. They don't want to see my silhouette.
Hey, so there's somebody that does, and they're willing to pay for it. I just said. So my favorite meme, it's Ned Flanders. Here you go. Unfortunately, you guys don't have a video.
Right. The devil got you dancing naked in the red shadow lighting. Look at you auditioning for hell. I'm dead.
No one
Okay,
thought that
so
was
it's
funny.
red lighting.
So
like,
it's like
for
a-
the challenge.
It's a red light, so you can only see your silhouette. Like there's a
Right.
filter,
Okay.
so that it's like the red background, and then you like dance in the doorway, all
Right.
sexy and shit. But what happened was some woman in South Africa figured out how to take the silhouette off of the picture, or how to take the red filter. So she started busting hoes out, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are scumbags!" And they're like,
Wait,
"No,
but
it was a woman."
how? Okay, but if they silhouette look good, how they don't look good? I mean, they might have an ugly face or something.
I mean, it's one thing to have a blacked out silhouette; it's another thing to have your whole situation out there for the internet.
Oh wait, so they really just be
Because like it's blacked out, so like you just see an outline
Right,
of a
right.
person, but like I don't want. They might not want their face and the whole situation out there.
right.
I mean,
I thought like maybe they was photoshopped or something. If you take off the silhouette and you just see me, it's the same as the silhouette.
so like it's a doorway, right? So you do it in a doorway. So like you like do your little dance thing. It's the same thing. Then you put the little thing and it's bow. It's the red background, and it's you in the little doorway dancing or whatever the fuck. So the lady figured out how to take the red back screen off.
Right.
And so you can see the actual unedited video. And so it's like, oh, y'all out here busting it over for free, huh? So it's like, yeah, on the one hand, I'm learning how to do a nonprofit. And on the other hand, I was looking at somebody's mama bust it open for fun. It's like, Jesus Christ. Well,
You know what? I think the bad part about that fucking social media shit is from like a children's standpoint. Not children like 1, 2, 3, but you know, elementary, middle school kids where you know you learning who you are, you learning yourself, and you gonna fuck up. I'm telling you gonna fuck up. You gonna make some wrong choices, and
plethora of
before social media, you were able to go through that process, you know, of growing and learning and all of that on your own without being like in the limelight for everybody to see. But now that shit is different. You fuck up, you fuck the nigga, and now the whole world know because you done pissed him off. Now you got your business all on Instagram, right? Or, you know, somebody done heard that, oh, her pussy stank when she fucked him. And now all the girls on Facebook talking about Michelle pussy stank, right? Whereas before that would have been a little close, little something, and you know you go through the process and you grow from it. It's done. Oh, that shit don't be done now. Like it just made a way for people to be, I guess, shamed. Not shamed,
like
but
the bullying thing.
yeah.
Because now it's like, before it was just at school. Now it's like the
Yeah.
next school knows, and the next state over knows. Now my
Right.
cousin in California knows.
My auntie hitting DMing me and shit. Like, why I heard about, you know what I'm saying? Like, so in that aspect, it just, nobody has no privacy no more. And everybody feel like, well, if it involved them in any way, shape, form, or fashion, they have the right to put your business out there. And that don't necessarily be the case. But then I think that the good part about it is, you know, sometimes you step out your comfort zone, right? You might put a picture of yourself just to see if somebody, you know, if people like it, you know. Listen, and I'm talking about
I don't
like
know.
from a kid point of view, but like you might put a picture up and you might think, maybe my outfit wasn't that matching. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't that fly. And then you get some people that comment on your shit and be like, oh, you was cute. That was a nice outfit, or way to go. What the fuck ever. And it could help boost your self-esteem or confidence with yourself, but I think that part is way less. People do way less positive,
Affirmation.
yeah, on social media. It's always a competition. It's always who the best, who got the best, who went the fastest, who made it first, who, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really get a chance to.
It depends on where you look. Because like I'll join any kind of group, like if cause I just like talking shit to people. But there's been some groups I've been in where like that is absolutely not tolerated. Like I'm in a black artist group, and so like people will put up some pictures that are like, ooh,
No, fucked up.
but it's like that's not what it is. It's like this is not that place.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you need to work on this, and it's like, oh, okay, well that's what it was last year. This year is this, so you can kind of see it, but like it depends on where you go. Cause like I'm
too and few in between.
well, I'm in like a couple roast groups too.
Those are fun.
I just shut
Those
them
are
motherfuckers
fun.
down. Down. Like they thought they wanted to get roasted. And I hit them with about 8 or 9 of them back to back, and they're just like, Jesus Christ, nigga! Like,
Let me live.
can you go to the adult group? Like, this is not. This is the beginner class. Like, fuck.
Wait. Oh, I was about to say intermediate. Wait, that's the
There's
advanced.
no, there's beginner, intermediate,
Okay.
advanced, and professional.
What's novice?
That's like the beginner.
Oh, okay.
That's like I'm just trying. Like, I'm not a beginner, but like I kind of know what I'm doing. But a lot of them are corny. Like it's all the same thing. Oh, you look like a hoe. You need a filter.
Right.
Like, I look for like the shit that like I know that bothered you as a kid. Like, oh, your left eye is a little. Oh, okay. All right, Sleepy D. Like, I bet you could look around the world. Like, how did you know? Like, yeah, motherfucker. The shadow knows. Now they got me in the 5150 group. They lit my ass up.
Wait, was that what the picture, the wedding picture you showed?
Nah, this nigga said I look like Preacher Paulie. I wanted to fight this dude. Like, fuck you.
Wait, but you did in that picture.
Nah, I mean, but it was funny though. That's why I couldn't even be mad.
You showed me who that was.
If you don't know who that is, Preacher Paulie is a character from Vampire in Brooklyn. If you want a good laugh, look at my picture on my profile and go look at Preacher Paulie. I was like, I can't even be mad. Like, that was a good one, but I was ready for that. Now, if someone had just said that and I was sensitive, then it's just like, oh, I'm in trouble. But see, that was the thing, though. Like, I get it. Kids are going to be mean. It's the way of life. Like, but you've got to learn how to deal with it. And I feel like that's the bad part. It's not that people have something bad to say. It's that you become so sensitive to it that now you can block people and report people. I just don't want to deal with you. It's like, but I mean, it's still true. Like, I still look like Preacher Paulie. I can block everyone who said it, but it ain't gonna change the fact you look like that old sweaty ass preacher from Vampire in Brooklyn. I mean, you gotta live with it. Like dude had said before, like a lot of times that's why women are more sensitive to shit, because as a guy, like women can put on a wig, put on some makeup, you can alter your appearance. If you an ugly nigga, you just ugly. If you got a big nose and a cockeyed and your ears, you just gonna have to learn how to deal with it. You have to crack the jokes.
If we got a cockeyed and big ass nose, it is what it is too. Else we go get under the knife, same shit you could do. I mean,
but guys will
they
tolerate
got toupees for niggas. They got fucking.
They got dreads for dudes now.
I'm trying to tell you, lock extensions like a motherfucker. I was wondering where Young M.A. shit came from one day. I was like, I swear to God, I thought that bitch had braids. That nigga had dreads all of a sudden the next day. So that shit threw me for a loop. Shout out to Young M.A. because you look good with them dreads, boo. Okay. Now. But, yeah, that shit is a trip. Y'all could do the same thing. Okay, I get y'all can't do the makeup thing. But, and that's up for debate. Because look at all the people on TV. You don't think Steve Harvey getting something brushed across his forehead, nigga.
That's a wig. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about makeup.
No. But I'm talking about like your regular, average, everyday woman. Like, men aren't gonna trip. Like, men will still fuck an ugly woman. Women ain't really gonna fuck an ugly man unless he got some money. Like, that's not really.
I guess I'm not a regular average woman, then
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know.
You
Well,
have to, don't you?
you'd have to ask my family. They say sissy know how to pick 'em. They think they all was ugly. They just
Wait,
be
what?
so because you talking about a girl won't fuck with an ugly nigga.
Right.
Let the world tell it. All my niggas done been ugly. So
But that's because, like, as a guy, you gotta, if you ugly, you just gotta be like, hey, I'm an ugly nigga, hey, but I can pay these bills. Like, you can't just be like,
No.
what? Really?
and I
You think
told
so?
you this one is my first one, even with a job, nigga. What is you talking about?
You're the exception, not the rule, my nigga. That's why you're here.
You know, if you can make me happy, see, that's why I don't need a nigga to provide my life. I can make my own life, okay? What I need is for you to help me find my happiness, okay? Because that's some hard shit to find.
You're gonna have every ugly nigga on the internet trying to slide. I can make you happy, bitch. Like, hey, well, I was trying to help you. You just.
But no, but for real,
Jesus.
but for real.
But I know what you mean.
And appearance is it's perception, okay? It's perception. So you might think that bitch ugly, and I might think that bitch look cute. It's
So,
just
before you say that, in high school, we used to have a question we used to ask. It said, do ugly people know they're ugly?
yes.
What do ugly people think of attractive people?
I don't know. I'm
Do
not
they think-
ugly, so I hadn't had to think about that part.
Well, I only thought about it because she was like, our kid is so cute. I was like, yeah, bitch, because we ugly.
What?
My wife was like, our son is so handsome. I was like, yes, because we were two ugly motherfuckers. And she was like,
But why would that?
because two negatives equal a positive. You never see attractive people with attractive kids. Attractive people always got ugly kids or mediocre kids. It's like math. A negative and a negative
But
equals
then
a
maybe
positive.
I'm not so pretty. Because my baby is gorgeous.
There you go. You said you like ugly niggas, so there you go.
My baby fucking hella cute.
Well, there you go.
Damn.
I was like, I'll bite the bullet.
But you know what? Every single person tell me, she look just like you.
They're being nice.
They be saying,
Because-
just you and God had that baby. Because that baby looked just like me.
Because she's high yellow.
I slap you. No, that is not why.
All you light skin motherfuckers look alike. You look just alike.
You gonna piss me.
Was wait, hold on.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do ugly people know
Because
they're
that
ugly?
made me think of
What
something.
what do ugly people think of attractive people? Do they think that attractive people are ugly, or do they just think that person is out of my league?
You know, fuck well, they not looking at no motherfucking. Okay.
Like, does an ugly bitch look at Halle Berry and be like, that bitch is busted. Man. Get that bitch out of here.
Not with a straight face, she don't.
But again, you said beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right?
Right.
So do they think that that bitch is ugly?
No, because society tells them she's beautiful. So
But wait,
that's
but wait,
what you said
does
to
the
believe.
does the ugly person think that Halle Berry is attractive, or do they think that bitch is ugly? Yes or no?
I doubt they think she's ugly, but
You ain't never said I.
it's based on opinion.
So then, what does an ugly person think of another ugly person? Do they think that they're attractive, or do they know that they're settling?
They probably be like, "Well, I look better than them, so." You know,
Fuck it.
you got to boost it somewhere, okay?
Get in where you fit in. Fuck it. Where you about to say?
I'm done with you, but no, I don't know what. And ugly people might don't even be ugly. It just be those specific traits aren't for you. That's all.
Well, I mean, then there are attractive people who are ugly. Yep. See, here comes the truth. Be like, shit. Well. Say it.
I don't have nothing to say. I'm just saying. Okay.
She was about to fire somebody's ugly ass up, but was like, never mind. They're about to listen, and I can't explain this at the family picnic. Bitch, I know you was talking about me. We all know my left ear is shorter than my right. This is a medical condition. Shut your ugly ass. I'll be the first to call a motherfucker ugly and say, I ain't gonna lie. I'm going straight for the heart. Shut your ugly ass up. What?
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
What?
See, I am so nice. I'm the sweetest person until.
When you're not saying you're gonna slap the shit out of people.
No, well, I don't be serious, okay? I'll just be like,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, because I slapped the shit out you. But I just. You done fucking made me forget. What the fuck was I even saying?
We're talking about kids and self-confidence before I took that long ass left. So we're talking
Okay,
about
well,
ugly
we gonna
people.
double back, scratch that.
But like, even with like the internet and shit, I feel like it's fucked up communication. Yeah, I'm tripping. I forget that it's right here. Like kids don't know how to talk nowadays. Like they don't understand like interpersonal communication. Like everything is text messaging.
Right.
So like they're, because when I was the manager somewhere before I got unceremoniously thrown the fuck out. It's like they don't know, like they're uncomfortable talking to you face to face. Like on the phone, oh, they got a lot of slick shit to say. But when you see you face to face, like they're just.
Well, are you talking about like an aggressive content, like argument or something?
Well,
like
no,
that?
just
Or
in
just
general.
in general.
Like they feel more comfortable talking through text because it's not as rapid fire. So like in a conversation, you got to respond instantly.
Right.
In text,
Well,
you can think
everybody's
about
brain
it.
don't work like that.
I mean, I would agree.
And let me say this. Because it is very true for me. When I speak, I can't explain. I can't speak how I write. I can write really good because I got time to think about the words I'm trying to fucking find because my vocabulary ain't that extensive. And I got a little bit of time to figure out what the fuck I'm really trying to say and make it work and make it flow. But when I'm just talking, it don't match when I write. Like when people read what I write, they don't think I be the motherfucker that wrote it. And sometimes that's why I like the text, because I can actually think of what the fuck I'm trying to say in a way that it will be received the way I want you to receive the shit.
I agree. Oh, I know what you mean, because I do that.
But I still could talk in real life.
I know. But that's the difference. Like the kids that I work with, they can't talk. And then it's, you get caught up in the text of like, well, how are they going to perceive this? What's going to happen? Oh no, what if they think that this is goofy? Or what if I put too many question marks? Or what if I put the wrong emoji? And it's like, just say what you got to say.
Emojis.
I hate texting. Like, I'd rather just tell you, like, hey, this is what it is, blah, 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 and be done. I like texting is, because I'm too sarcastic.
People don't catch that
and there's
shit.
Like, there's a lot of nuance to conversation of like voice inflection, like,
right.
And that's the thing, is like, so a lot of times they don't understand what's being said in a text message, and that leads to misunderstanding. So I can't tell you how many times I didn't text some shit. What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean? I said XYZ. Question mark. Oh, you were asking a question. I thought you were saying Wutu. Like, no. Like, just answer the phone, fool. Like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
Well, that, and like, there's no threat of getting your ass whooped anymore. Like, I feel like that has like a major part to deal with it. Because like before, you say some slick shit at school, like, hey fam, I'm gonna catch you after school. That's your ass. Like now it's, you could talk about a nigga mama, you could talk about their dead grandma.
But they still ain't gonna do that with a motherfucker that's at their school. They might do that shit with a motherfucker that's at a different school. They ain't finna talk that shit online to somebody who could see them tomorrow.
But you can though, because you can always just go to the school and be like, this person is bullying me. I need a safe space. And now you're gonna get suspended from school because you didn't said you were gonna slap this motherfucker and woo. So it's like,
but did I do it?
Yeah, that's how the pussy ass like man. I had to go bad on a couple kids in Bakersfield when I was a manager. Like, I had to tell dude, I was like, look, man, I'm gonna pick you up by your goddamn ankles and just slam you like the Hulk. Like, what is wrong with you? You're not gonna talk to me like that. I'm not your motherfucking mama. You think I need this job?
You love to say that shit.
It will be worth it to beat your motherfucking ass. I don't care. I'll go get another minimum wage job somewhere. Fuck this. Like, what? Like, please. I have been waiting for so many years to fight a motherfucker. It's been inside of me. There's an animal ready to come out. Wait. I almost got in a fight the other day. Did I? I sure did. I almost got in a fight with dude at I was at Wingstop.
Fucking Wingstop.
I went to go pick up an order. I try to stay out of people's way because, you know, I got my little ponytail and shit. So people be thinking I'm soft because I got this raggedy ass ponytail. Like, oh, this nigga sweet. So I go in the back of the store. I'm waiting for my orders. Older black dude. He's like 50, maybe 60, something like that. He's got a cane, the whole shit. So You got your way, OG. So dude calls me for my order. I walk up to the counter. The guy steps in front of me like he was
The old
leaning.
man.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
like leaning backwards. So I'm like, oh, I stick my head in like, hey, sorry, OG. I'm just going to get my food. Whoop, whoop. He goes, 6 feet, motherfucker.
Wait, no, he didn't.
So like, I didn't say anything at first. I was just like, oh, my bad, OG. And so I get the food, and he goes, motherfucking faggot.
No, he didn't.
So now I stop and put the food down, and I pull my mask down, and I turn around, and I'm like, what'd you say? I was like, bro, I was just trying to get my food. I'm trying to walk around you. I didn't want to bump into you. Now, if you want to make this something else,
I beat your old ass.
no. I was like, don't let the ponytail fool you, nigga. Like, I will beat your old crippled ass. Like, don't, come on,
you
man.
say, look, I just look like this.
Yeah, like, bro, come on, man. I'm just trying to drop my little deliveries off, bro. Because I think a lot of people don't think I'm black. I think I'm Hispanic. Or, like, some type of
Some
island.
Cuban shit or something.
Like, some type of Spanish-speaking
Mm-hmm.
something. So they think they can say some slick shit, and it's like, sir, I don't want to do you like this. Because even the people in Wingstop are like, oh, shit.
It's gonna go down.
How we gonna pull this big-ass gorilla off this motherfucker? Like, oh, man,
This
you about to
old
get...
ass man.
Old crippled ass man. On top of it, it's like, bro, you should be careful. You
Well,
can't
that's
even stand
old
up straight.
people. That's old people.
Like, you could have been like 6 feet, like that would have been cool. But when you
When
dropped
he
the F
asked
bomb
that
on me,
motherfucker.
no, the motherfucker would have been fine. He'd be like, motherfucker, he could have called me a bitch, and I'd have let that slide. But when he hit me with the F bomb, that's when I was like, oh, okay, so you think it's sweet? Okay, I might have to. Because when I pulled my mask down, that's when he was like, oh, he's serious. He don't give a fuck about this 6 feet now. He wants to make sure I hear what he's got to say. And then his homeboy, the funny part is his homeboy is on the other side of the room, and he was just like, oh, this nigga Terrence again. Every time I go out, I got to fight with this nigga.
He ain't learned shit.
Yeah.
He ain't no young buck no more.
Yeah, see, that's what happened last time. That's why your leg broke. So now I walk out the door. Have a blessed day. Fuck you, nigga.
Wait, that what he told you? Have
That's
a
what they
blessed
always
day.
do. All right, brother. Fuck you, nigga. How about that? Have
Wait,
a blessed
you
day.
with the alright, brother?
Your mama, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. That I be. Jesus Christ. I be trying. That was our
I
current
thought we
events.
was gonna try and stop saying nigga so much.
Oh, it's ingrained in me. I'm sorry. I'm from South Sac, Iraq. I'm sorry. That's the thing now.
What?
South Sac is like apparently a bad place. I don't know. I'm glad you said that because that's what we're going to talk about. Stereotypes and some other shit. Now, before we get into that, I have to make a confession.
Oh, shit.
I already told you earlier. I went against the street code.
Oh, yeah.
I done told on the nigga for the first time in my life.
It's good Samaritan ass motherfucker.
No, but no. Okay. I feel like this was warranted. Because
Let's let the people decide.
I mean, we've all, like, road rage is a thing, especially here in the Bay Area. Motherfuckers can't drive, like, whatsoever. They will cut you off doing 80.
Mm-hmm. Hey, as long as they going faster than me, you can get the fuck over.
Hey, it's fine with me. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my way to the embroidery place. Oh, yeah, True Saf Clothing. I didn't forget about that shit. TrueSafClothing.com for all of your apparel needs. Women's clothes and kids' clothes coming soon. So I'm chilling. I'm sliding, listening to my little gospel music 6 in the morning.
Right.
And there is this person whose nationality we will not disclose.
Okay.
And he's like swerving through lanes, brake checking people. And then when I finally pass him to get in front of him, because he had a brake light out, I finally pass him. I have no headlights on. And what appears to be a tall boy in his hand. I'm not going to make any assumptions. So for some reason, I don't know, my hand just picked up the phone and was like, doot, doot, doot.
Call the police.
911, what's your emergency? There is a drunk guy on 880 South. We are passing the so-and-so exit. His license plate number is wooty wooty whoop. What's your name, sir? Click. I'm not that much of a snitch. I just had to tell him what happened.
You ain't gonna go on record with your name, nigga.
They tried to call back. Ooh, blocked. So they gotta call me for no statement. I'd put y'all in the right direction. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like, I'm so glad nobody was in here. This is
Do you
not the
think
right
you'd
thing.
have did it if somebody was in the car with you? Would you have still called?
Oh, are they awake? Oh shit, I don't know. It depends on who it was. Like if it was my mom, like yeah, of course.
Right.
If it was like one of my partners, I had to be like,
You just gonna have to hit somebody tonight.
he didn't hit us. Oh shit. I'm sorry. That's personal. It was.
And why is
it
that?
was
Because
weird about it.
stereotype. You wouldn't want people to look at you like.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, as long as that. Well, I've had that conversation. Well, there's a difference between being a citizen and being a snitch. Like, if snitching is when you're involved in criminal activity and you tell the police something to get a deal. That's snitching. If someone is doing something dangerous that's endangering people, then like that's what the police are here for. Come get this drunk motherfucker before you kill somebody, and then like what? Well, I ain't no snitch, but he just killed a family of 4. Like example,
Right.
dude I went to high school with, drunk driving, killed a lady who was also drunk driving.
Oh my god.
So he only got like 5 years because she was drunk too. But it's kind of like, so if I saw that and didn't say nothing and he killed this lady, like, am I supposed to feel good about not snitching? As opposed to him getting pulled over, like, yeah, you going to jail, but I mean.
So you wanna know what somebody told me
Oh,
before about snitching and about what makes you a snitch? They told me that snitching is when damn what I needed.
I was trying to help you out.
What I'm crying.
For the fucking pile of orange pills you got.
Oh, why the fuck I need a nap? Am I composting this?
Sure.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so I had a motherfucker tell me that snitching is when it would be considered when, say, you got a group of friends, right? Mm-hmm. And this your clique, your crew, whatever, and y'all do what y'all do. Y'all go hit a lick, and you the motherfucker get caught, and you tell on your friends, right?
You rat bastard.
Well, that's snitching. Mm-hmm. But say that it's somebody else, like a rival. Say you got a rival crew over here, or you got another clique that's not affiliated with you, right? And the motherfucker come, I don't know, and I'm just thinking of examples, but like, and the motherfucker come and fucking, I don't know, rob your bitch, right? And you call the police and say, this nigga over here on whoop-de-whoop block robbed my girl. Well, that's not snitching because they not your people. That's not your friends. That's not your group. It's not your clique. You're not affiliated. You don't do crimes with them. And that's another motherfucker. But when you tell on your own people, and not race, like your own people, like your race, but like your own group of crimies and partners, okay, that is considered snitching. Or, well, let's switch it to some drug shit. Wait, because if a motherfucker say you do a drug deal, right? And, wait, look, but this is how it was told to me, okay? And a motherfucker get caught. Say the nigga who sold you the shit get wrapped up. No, vice versa. You done bought the shit, you get caught, right? And you go tell the motherfucker that sold you the shit, right?
You're a rat.
Right? Even though that's not who you affiliated with, or it's not like yo clique, it's still.
You are a rapper. You're gonna be on Rat Facts.
But so that's not even okay, because I feel like if a nigga come break in my house and rob my house, I'm gonna call the police. And I'm going to tell them a motherfucker just broke in here and robbed me. And when they pull up and say, is this him? I'm going to say, yes, that's the motherfucker right there who broke in my shit and stole my shit. Is that snitching? Or am I supposed to be like, man, nah, it's good?
It depends. Are you a criminal? Like, what did they break in your house and steal?
It don't fucking matter. They could have stole anyway. They could have stole my groceries, my TV, or my dope. What fucking difference do it make?
So I would say you draw the line at if you're a citizen, like if you're a regular everyday I go to work person and a crime is perpetrated against you, that's what you pay taxes for. Come get these motherfuckers. But if you are a criminal, you rob motherfuckers, sell dope, whatever the fuck, and some criminal shit happens to you, nigga, charge it to the game. Like
Well, what if
that's the
you-
life that you decided. Wait, what do you mean?
What if you do go to work every day and you still sell dope on your off hours? Like, what do you mean? This nigga talking about if you're a citizen and you go to work. Nigga. So
saying, like,
working makes me a citizen?
No, you know what I mean. Like if you're not, when you say like people that you rob, steal, and if you're in the life, we know what that means.
Right. Okay.
Then you can't. I'm gonna tell on these other niggas that sell dope. You're a motherfucking rat, nigga. Like
So if you
you're
sell
in
dope
the
and
game.
somebody rob you, you can't tell.
You know what you got to do. You're in the game.
But
you
you don't know how
chose
you.
that
What
life.
if you don't know who robbed you? Like you can't just be like, oh, that was that nigga Tony, nigga. I'm finna go ride on that nigga. Like the fuck you.
So what, like someone just breaks in and you don't know, you're gonna call the police and be like, yes, here's an itemized list of all of the items that were stolen. Like,
Nigga, a nigga broke in my shit, man.
oh, yeah, that's sure. If you call them just to make your report, sure, fine. But I'm talking about actually pointing the finger at a nigga and being like, yes, Terrence over there has been selling narcotics because he is a rival. Like, you're a bitch. Like,
He is a rival.
You rat bastard. Nah,
He said because
hell
he is a
no.
rival. Wait. What that
Hell.
nigga said, eating that banana? I think I'm gonna have to drop a dime.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
And see,
Drop a dime.
that's what I immediately thought of. She's referencing Belly. She's talking about when Kane from Menace to Society, who
Banana lips. Like,
was, yeah,
all the bananas all
that's what
over
I
that
thought of
nigga
when you
mouth.
said that.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
I don't fuck with him. Like, that nigga's from out of town. Fuck that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's not snitching. Like, nigga, you should have been slicker. Like, you're still a rat, nigga. Like, you told. Like, if you really didn't like him, go kill the nigga. You're in the game. Like, that's what I mean. Like, so I said that because there's my new favorite person in the world. I want to. let me get his name right. I want to say his name is Charleston White. You know who I'm talking about?
No idea.
Oh,
You will learn. Don't say names to me. I won't know.
Charleston White.
You gotta show me a
That-
picture.
That is my crimey right now. I don't want to play this because. Oh, see. Da-da-da. So, he's been on World Star,
Okay,
a couple
yeah,
other
yeah.
interviews where basically, because the little Uzi Vert dude or whatever, or Kodak Black or something, there's some guy who's a rapper now. When he was like 12, 13, one of his cousins got killed. And he was with his mom. His mom was like, oh, we got to go to the police station, make a police report, blah, blah, blah. So that was 6-7 years ago. It just came out that that's what happened. So now people are saying, oh, you're a snitch. We can't fuck with you no more because you told the police whoop de whoop de whoop.
When you was 12.
And the guy, Charleston, was making the point of he was 12. Like, he was a child. So you want this child to go against what his mother is telling him to do because he saw, like, he was there. Like, it's not like he heard about it. He saw his cousin get murdered. And now you're telling him that he's supposed to stick to this imaginary street code?
Right.
Like, get the... He's
Yeah.
like, most of you grown niggas don't stick to this fucking code. So how do you expect a 12-year-old, and now that he's 19, 6 years later, you expect him to pay the price for that? Shut the fuck up. Like, most of you niggas ain't even caught a body before. Most of you rap niggas, at least.
Right.
With little Uzis and Kodak. How many niggas you done killed and stuck to the street code? So shut the fuck up.
And made it in the rap game.
Right. And so then I was like, damn, this nigga got a point. Because it was like, y'all talk that shit, but Tekashi 6ix9ine is still rocking around.
Bruh. Making videos and some more shit.
Y'all
Talking about the king of New York is back, nigga.
Y'all talk,
He's back.
y'all talk all that shit, but George Zimmerman bitch ass still walking around. You ain't touch this motherfucker. But
Trump's still out there.
Hey.
Oh, wait,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
hey,
Take that back.
Hey. That's my president, man. This nigga came with that stimmy, boy.
Nigga said
Shout
that
out to
my friend.
Donald J.
Wait, did you see the meme that said, wait. Okay, when Trump was supposedly trying to get that $1,200 check, right?
It was
And
two
then we-
bands.
and then
the
we
first
got-
one or the second one?
The second one.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting that $600 shit, right? They said, man, where Trump at? This new nigga broke as fuck.
Yeah. 600. What the fuck about what? Nah, run my shit. I need that.
I'm dead. Okay, I'm getting off topic.
No, that because I mean, that was the whole point. Was it's like this is imaginary. Like you need to talk all that rap shit, but you're not doing something, and then come to find out like he was like really in Houston doing some old gang banging. They were trying to like charge this nigga as an adult at 16 for some murders and all types of shit. So now he's like a community activist. And
Right.
So yeah, that's my new favorite person at the moment. And he told the Nation of Islam kiss his ass. He said, "Y'all ain't shit. Fuck Muhammad." Oh, I was like, ooh, I like this nigga.
Who is this motherfucker?
Well, because he was making the point of like y'all have been Farrakhan been around. He's like, so they killed Malcolm, they killed Martin, and killed Kennedy. Anybody who said anything positive for black people or people in general. But Farrakhan's still alive? That's interesting. The Nation of Islam ain't did nothing for nobody in Texas. Or Florida is like, y'all got security around Farrakhan house, but Flint ain't got no water. Black women are getting beat up in New York and bitten in the eye, and Chicago's a goddamn war zone. But you gonna tell me that Farrakhan is the truth, the way, and the light, man? Fuck you, fuck him, fuck Muhammad. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like and follow. I like niggas to talk shit. Well, I mean, it's like, show me what you did. Like, that's what I'd like to do. When I get in arguments with people and they get to be, oh, well, since I'm a coon, we'll talk about that.
I'm down with you.
All right. Well, that was my, I like to say it. Well, this guy told me, he reminded me of his Uncle Thomas.
Oh, right.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it the first time. I was like, oh, for real? Oh, wait a minute. Fuck you, nigga. But no, Jesus Christ. I got off because I was talking about that, the little kid. But the snitching thing, I mean, if I'm not directly involved with you in the crime and you call the police, like, I don't really see the problem. Like, that's what I pay taxes for. Come get this fucking criminal. Like, there's certain motherfuckers who belong in jail. Like, you just have no place in society. You don't know how to act. I got a homeboy like that. Institutionalized. He stays out for a couple months and then he's right back. Right. Because it's like, I can operate in jail. I can manipulate a couple of motherfuckers. I can do this. I can do that. Out in the real world, you gotta act accordingly and be responsible. You can't let your emotions overrule you. We all got an uncle like that. Oh, you're out this year, huh? How long is this gonna last?
Right.
Shut up. Blue. Is that for you, Uncle Tony?
When they pull up and know your address and shit. All right, where's John at? Tell him come out.
What, do you want to send the dogs in here again? What did we talk about? Since we're talking about stereotypes. What did you tell me? About
talking about stereotypes and stuff? Well, I don't know if I would say it was a stereotype, but I would say, well, I don't even know what I would call it, but okay. I would call it my black wasn't black enough. Okay. So what I meant by that was, yeah, and that shit is a trip. And I be getting offended. I can't even lie. I be getting offended like a motherfucker. Because I be like, okay, let me go back to the story. So one particular situation, I had a ex, right? A dude I was dating at the time.
Was he ugly?
To some. To me, that was the finest nigga in the world. Okay, with them bow-legged ass, them bow-legged legs. Look, and the nigga told me that I couldn't have his son. If I got pregnant with his son, I couldn't keep it. But if I got pregnant with his daughter, I could keep it. Because he said he couldn't, I wasn't dark enough. He couldn't have no light-skinned son. And so I guess that part would fit into stereotypes because I guess he believed that a dark son is better than a light son. I don't know. Maybe a dark-skinned person he felt like represents strength. I don't fucking know. But he couldn't have no light-skinned son. Okay? He could only have a light-skinned daughter. And so that shit offended me because I'm like, first off, like, how you gonna tell me, like, my son, because he light-skinned and he ain't gonna be gangster? And whose, like, goal is for their kids to grow up and be gangster any fucking way? You know, now sometimes, I mean, you are a product of where you come from to some degree, what you see, what you go through, but like, you don't supposed to wish that type of shit on your children. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I felt like he had me fucked up.
I mean, we've all heard light skin, dark skin jokes.
Right.
Light skinned niggas close their, what do they say? Light skinned niggas close
Take
their refrigerator door by.
What is it?
Yeah, if you close the.
And then light skinned niggas take pictures like this.
Yeah, laying on the bed, all their stomach and shit. Like, yeah, I mean.
I get it, but you don't think a motherfucker will tell you that in real life. Like, that you cannot have their son because he ain't gonna be dark enough.
I was gonna say the exact opposite. That I feel like light skinned niggas have to go extra hard because everybody thinks they're soft because they're light skinned.
That's so true. I don't know. That is true. Mm-hmm. Like, I think they would mentally think shit like that. Like, motherfucker gonna try me.
I worked with a guy like that. He looked like J. Cole. And he was like, his entire life, I had to fight because motherfucker, ooh, light skinned nigga, pussy ass nigga.
Yeah.
But I was like, I mean, Hughie P was like that, the motherfucker. He wasn't playing.
In the front of the pack.
My neighbor's like that. I had a neighbor in the building like that. Like, I could just see just by looking at him, like, oh, okay, like, you're a good looking dude. Like, he dresses nice, got his little hair together, little hazel eyes. I was like, oh yeah, they used to fuck with you. Oh yeah, I can see already. Just like how when he introduced himself, I was like, yep. And it just so happens that was you don't have Facebook. You gotta get on there. I tell some funny stories on there when I'm not banned, bitch ass Zuckerberg. You ain't gonna shut me up, bitch. I say what I want. So there was the club across the street is open now because we're in the purple tier or whatever. So people forgot that the drunk people used to stumble up and down the street all the time. Mm-hmm. So it's 12:30 at night. I'm trying to put the little boy back to bed, and I just hear someone banging on shit and making all kinds of noise. So I come out to the balcony. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to put my kids to sleep. Hold it down. Fuck you. So I walk back in, put him in the crib. I come back outside, and I'm in my drawers. This is how mad I was. I didn't give a fuck. I came out on the balcony, and I was like, hey, shut the fuck up. And every time he would try to talk, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And then when he finally got a word in, I was like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm going to come down there and shut you up. And then he looked up, and he was like, oh, shit, there's a nigga in his drawers up there. He don't look like he's playing. It was a rather thin Caucasian dude that had a lisp when he talked. So I was like, oh.
There go those stereotypes. He can't fight. He got a lisp. Oh, and he white.
Oh, no. I'm just describing the victim. He was about to get assaulted. And he kind of made a decision like, I'm 140. That nigga looks like every bit of 300. So I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see this nigga and walk off. So 15 minutes later comes by, and I can hear him going back and forth with somebody else. It's the light-skinned dude downstairs.
Oh shit. Okay. How did that play out?
So then he's, shut the fuck up, I'll slap shit, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I was like, oh. Next thing I know, I hear, because I start to walk back to the door, because I'm about to, I guess round 2, I'm about to get dressed, and I'm about to come downstairs. I just hear, I'm like, what the fuck? I look out the window. He is smacking this nigga in the face with eggs from the balcony.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, motherfucker, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. I was like, that light skin rage, nigga. What I said? No, what I call it, beige rage.
Beige rage. I'm like,
you light skin motherfuckers always be mad. They always got a point to prove. I ain't soft, nigga. I'm gonna show you. And I feel like it's worse for light skinned girls because dark skinned girls are some hating motherfuckers. You light skinned bitch, you think you always gonna have to fight. My sister used to always have to fight. Well, she was taller though. She was like 6'2". Well, not 6'2", Jesus. She was like 6 foot. Mm-hmm. So she could get away with it. But yeah, always wanted to pick on the light skinned motherfucker.
Yeah, I could vouch for that. I haven't had too many altercations with people. I don't know if it's because I'm quiet or because I don't know. When I get upset, it's just very obvious, and I just don't give a fuck. I don't know, but the only time I have ever gotten into it with with bitches, and I'm thinking back to like school and shit. It was always a dark skinny bitch. I never put two I didn't think nothing about it except this bitch just got a problem with me. But I had a coworker tell me one time that when he first saw me, when I first started working at this job, he was like, and this is okay, this is us talking after getting to know each other about when he first met me, right? And so he said, man, when I first saw you, man, I didn't even want to speak to you. I just knew you was going to be some little light-skinned, stuck-up bitch. But once I started talking to you, you really got a personality like a dark-skinned girl. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? That's what I asked him. I was like, what does that mean? And the nigga was like, well, like, you know, light-skinned girls, they always stuck up and they just think they the shit. And they, you know, they got... You know, they got attitude when you talk to them and shit. But, you know, dark-skinned girls just be cool, like. And you just hella cool like that. And I was like, I just took it with a grain of salt. I was like, oh, okay, for sure, whatever. Lunch break is over, let's get back to it, right? And that shit always struck a nerve. Like, what is a dark-skinned personality and a light-skinned personality? And how am I light-skinned with a dark-skinned personality?
It's easy. The field nigga versus house nigga.
I look like a house nigga, but I act like a field nigga. I'm gonna slap this shit out of you.
Well, no, like that's where it comes from. It comes from colorism. From like dark-skinned motherfuckers that out there working. You light-skinned, fair-skinned that the massa could tolerate, which are usually the offspring of him raping somebody.
Right.
You get to be in the house and you get to be more sophisticated. You still a nigga, but you can take
You
my
get to
table
bring
scraps.
my dinner.
Yeah, like you can have my table scraps while they can have the pig scraps. So then it caused a division between the two sides instead of being like weird together. It's like, nah, you're not you ain't had to
You ain't
break
black.
your back. Exactly. You look like them. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, not by choice.
Right.
It's not like I volunteered for this shit. So there was a lady. Well, I don't want to. She ain't gonna listen to this. She's in the building, and when we first moved in, I was like, I see a black face. I'm like, oh, hey, we're on the same team. What's going on? And a lot of times they see me, and I look like a field nigga, but I talk like a house nigga. So it fucks them up. They're like, wait a minute. So when I seen her, I was like, oh, hey, like, sorry, I know we're still in the dock. Like, we had a lot of shit, and it's just me. And she's like, oh, it's cool, something. And that was the last time she talked to me. Like, I'd seen her around the building. That is? She seems like she was with a white guy. She's a light-skinned woman, and she's only been with white guys when I seen her. So to me, that instantly said that you don't really date black guys for whatever reason, mostly because you feed into the stereotypes. You niggas is ignorant, they got no job, blah 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 blah.
Right.
So finally, after we've been here a year and a half, I finally caught her in the elevator. Mm-hmm. And so it was that awkward, like,
maintain that rent this long, nigga.
So now it's like, you must not be a nigga because you've been here the whole time. And it's funny, I didn't think about that. Well, kind of, but not really. Because all the other black people that are in here, they're out of here.
Right.
Because she was coming down in the elevator, and so it's like, are you going to be an asshole and be like, no, you can't get on?
Right. Oh, because you got to have that special. Okay.
Right.
His elevator don't work unless you got a special key. Okay.
Yeah, so goddamn right. Keep you peasants outside. Get the fuck out of here.
He's living sophisticated.
Oh, we talked about this in the episode already. I talked about how I locked the door on people. But excuse me. Do you live here? What unit are you in?
I said, what unit are you?
Yeah, I'm a fucking male Karen. I'll slam the door in a nigga face so fast. But no, I thought she was gonna let it close, but she's like, oh, you can come on. So I was like, oh, okay. So then we started talking. I was like, oh, what is it? She had a Defend the Orange shirt or something. And I was like, oh, is that from Syracuse? She's like, no, it's from Boise. My boyfriend goes there. I was like, how old is he? He's like 23. I was like, Jesus, you know how to make a man feel old. She's like, how old are you? I was like, I'm damn near 40.
No, you're not.
How old am I?
I thought you was like at my age, motherfucker.
You closer to 40 than 30. Than 23, motherfucker.
Okay, well, you keep telling yourself you almost 40. Now I'll keep telling myself I'll be 35 this year.
I'm just trying to get my AARP. You got me fucked up. But so we're in the elevator and we actually had like a conversation in our little 3-floor ride. Oh, I'm fucking light skinned Becky. Like, oh, I'm fucking Richard. Nice to meet you.
Right.
And now when I see her, like, she actually speaks. And it's like, oh, okay,
You was able to maintain that rent. You can't be a field nigga.
For real. You picked a lot of
You
time
got
stay
to be
here, nigga.
okay.
Well, no, because like there's people who haven't been paying, but that rent whatever just ended, so you got to come over 65%.
Oh, the little COVID shit that was keeping people from getting evicted and shit.
Now it's starting to get warm. They're like, hey,
The fuck up out of here, dude.
the bridge is warm, baby. We kept you out of here in this freezing temperature. But yeah, like even with that, like, and I get it. Oh, so with my voice, it helps me get a lot of jobs because when I fill out applications, like, God bless my parents. As much as I wanted an ethnic name, like I wanted to be fucking.
I know a lot of Black Richards though.
Okay.
What do you mean?
But what I'm saying is, my name isn't Malik Shabazz Muhammad.
Oh, so
The
you
third.
wanted a Muslim name?
No, I wanted like I would have took any kind of ethnic anything, but I didn't know, because it was like that was just always be the joke. It was like Richard. First of all, I thought I was white, and then when I hear my middle name, they're like, "Are you Hispanic?" Because I used to go by my middle name, and so they were like, first I thought I was Mexican, then they hear Richard and they think that you're white, and then Shaw is an Irish name, so it's like
Really?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Did my research. I wanted to know. I was like, so that's why I like French fries and like to drink and shit. Stereo. That was a stereo. Irish people. They like to fight
At
and
the
shit.
pubs.
They like to fight and shit. That's my shit. So one time when I had applied for, well, especially when I get the call for an interview, I turn into, hi. I give, especially, my voice gets really soft. Yes, this is Richard. Oh, yeah, availability? Yes, of course. I'm like, look at this whole sweet ass. So, well, hold on. I'm going to come back. Hold on. That made me think of something else. So one time, I don't think I told you this. I was a personal assistant for a long time because I had a phone voice. And the dude I was working for was the scam artist of the century. He would take money to do like a project and then would just never do it.
What?
He was scandalous as fuck. But I didn't know this until like I started working for him. So he saw me and was like, oh, this is perfect. Like, I got this gorilla in here. Like, oh, he's fine. So one day dude calls, hey, where's your boss at? Well, sir, I don't know. He's out of the office right now. Like, if you'd like to leave a message.
Right.
So he's like, all right, leaves a message. A day goes by, 2 days go by. It's Wednesday now. Dude calls, hey, man, where's your boss at? I was like, sir, well, I gave him the message. Like, I don't know what happened. If he hasn't called you back, well,
Right.
I'll make sure to tell him that it's very important. Are you in the office right now? Yes, sir, I am. I'm coming down there right now. All right, sir. See you in 20 minutes.
Right.
So he comes to the office. Damn near kicks the door down. He sees me sitting at the desk. And he
Where's the
looks around.
motherfucker I was talking to earlier?
Where's the white boy that answered the phone? Sir, there's no one Caucasian. He's like, hey, tell that motherfucker I'm looking for him. All right, sir, no problem. So I tell you, like, hey, bro, you might want to talk to him. Like, dude came in here tripping. Oh, it's cool. All right. So Friday comes. We're at the restaurant. I'm inside with him. It's me, him, and this lady that he works with. So he tries to big dog me. It's like, oh, you can go wait in
The
the car.
boss. Okay.
So he tells me, you have to go wait in the car. Because he was trying to high side for the broad. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go sit in the car, minding my business. All of a sudden, this Mercedes comes the wrong way down a one-way and, like, screeches to a halt in front of the fire hydrant. And what was the dude? You seen Black Panther? Remember the dude that was the Jabari?
Yeah.
That nigga got out the car. I was like, ooh, shit. He had a big ass leather coat on. I was like, ooh, what's gonna happen? So I'm looking inside, and like, dude flips over a table,
Oh shit.
like instantly, just wow, flips the table over. Dude sticks his hand out to shake his hand. My boss stuck his hand out to shake the guy's hand. Dude slaps his hand, and like I can't hear what's
About
being
my
said.
money, fucking
Right.
right.
But you can see the
Right.
finger pointing. Motherfucker. I'm just like, oh, I sure am glad I'm sitting in the car. Because I was like, I hope you didn't think I was going to say something. So dude gets in the car, drives off. So a couple minutes go by, dude gets in the car. I'm trying not to laugh my hardest. We're driving. Anthony, why didn't you say anything? You told me to wait in the car, bro. I didn't take that
And
man.
what
This
is
was
you
money.
security? The fuck? What you supposed to do?
He knew though. He knew dude wasn't gonna do nothing to him, and that's the thing. Cause like, once you get to a certain level of business, like, you're not gonna fire on nobody. Like, you can act like you're going to, but you're not gonna fire on nobody because you don't want to go to jail. And he knew that, and that's what he was playing on. So it was just like, ooh, I need a new job. But yeah, when I got this interview for this other job, I put on my best Caucasian voice with my best accent, and I was just fucking yes, available for interview, of course. So then, after I worked there for a while, I had talked to the guy who interviewed me, and I was like, hey, because he had said something about my voice, and I was like, yeah, it works all the time. Like, people never know I'm black when I'm on the phone. And he was like, I knew you were black when you were on the phone. I was like, no, the fuck you didn't. He's like, yes, I did. I was like, how did you know? He's like, I had a roommate just like you. And he would do it in front of me. He would go from his regular speaking voice to, hi, my name is Darren. How can I help you?
Right. And so what the dude you was talking to, what was he? Was black, white? Yes.
Who?
The person, the dude who
It was a gay white guy.
Okay, and he said he knew you was black
Instantly.
because your white voice just really wasn't white.
It's not that it wasn't white. It sounded like a black guy trying to sound white. And not just someone white being white.
So because literally my niece told me this like last week, and she heard me on the phone with somebody. It was my daughter's tutor. And so when I hung up the phone, she says, how come you and Momo and my mama, whenever y'all get on the phone, y'all always change y'all voice? And I was like, oh shit, I guess we do, huh? But it's just natural.
It's called code switching.
But it's natural. You put on your professional voice.
It's called code switching. That's what they call it. So when you talk to your mom or you talk to your parents or an authority figure, you'll talk different than how you talk to your friends, than how you talk at work. Mm-hmm. So that's what code switching. That's why some people have a hard time because they don't understand how to distinguish the two. So they'll talk to their friends the same way they talk to their boss.
Right. Oh, okay.
And that's when it's like,
you got
what are you doing? Mm-hmm. And that's the problem. It's like, you got to know when to turn it on and turn it off.
Right.
Just like with dude, I was willing to let it slide. I had my, excuse me, sir, can I get around you? Until he dropped the F-bomb. Then it was like, hold on, nigga, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. So stop it. But it's the same thing with someone white trying to sound black. Like, but then on the phone, like, I'm the master of the phone. Because especially, like, when I'm paying bills and stuff, I had a lady, she swore she knew me. She was like, I know exactly what you look like. I'm like, please, break it down for me. Tell me what I look like. You probably like the surf, and you have, like, blonde hair and blue eyes, and you're like, I was like, man, I'm a 300-pound black dude that has never surfed in his life, but nice try. Thank you for your call. Have a good one.
Tight bitch.
You got it all the way fucked up.
Damn.
But I mean, I'll play into it from time to time. I'll
Well,
play
do
the
you think
stereotype game.
I was about to say, do you think that goes along with stereotypes? Like, do you believe that we switch our voice, like, for interviews and for shit like that because we think it'll get us further?
Because it does. There's never been a situation. What happens is, every interview I've ever gone to where I've talked like that, when I show up, they're like, this motherfucker got us again. Like, this nigga, god damn it.
Eyes get big on the low.
So, like, your name is what? Terrell, your interview isn't until 1:30? Terrell? My name is Richard. Who? What?
Did I speak with you yesterday?
Oh, this might be break time.
I hear
Please
him.
hold for a moment. We'll take a small pause for station identification. A whole bunch of editing. No, every time I showed up, they were just like, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll call you. Like, oh, motherfucker. The phone interviews where they hire me on the phone, oh yeah, that's it. But as soon as you got to show up, then it's like, damn. But then I still got to keep the voice going.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh.
During the interview.
Because then when it happens at work and the fucking the real one comes out and they're like, oh.
Oh, I'm already hired. By then, that shit don't matter.
Like, oh,
but I could
we gotta
relate to
get him
that,
outta
though.
here.
I hella could relate to that. But in a different aspect, because I would cover up my tattoos. Like, it's like, whenever I would have an in-person interview, I would always cover them up, right? And one time, it was so funny because it was hot. It was a hot day, okay? I don't know if it was summer, but it was fucking hot. And I had on like a fucking long sleeve because I'm trying to cover up my tattoos. And it make you look even more obvious because, like, nigga, it's hot as fuck. The fuck you got that shit on for? But it really all plays into stereotypes. So because I have 1,000 tattoos, I can't work. Like, I'm not a good fucking worker.
I think that was years ago, though. Like, now, tattoos are kind of transcended to, like, art. But I know.
But somewhat, because you still not getting into no fucking. You're not finna be the GM of somebody's corporation and you running around here with tattoos everywhere. All got your little teardrop on your eye. You know, you got your chest, your arm. They not fucking with you. Now on the entry level positions, you're probably good. But once you look at the tier at your job from entry level all the way up to management or above, you start to see it drop off. Oh, it ain't too many team leaders with tattoos, or it ain't too many,
managers, store managers, regional managers.
They'll let
you be a
they'll let the interviewer, they'll let the entry level people to some degree now like that. But even when you're talking about, like, you're not going to no doctor's office and your doctor is just tatted the fuck up. I ain't never been to one. You might see a nurse who do your fucking intake with some tattoos.
Yeah, Planned Parenthood.
But that's what I'm saying. So what? So because I got tattoos, I didn't read all the fucking medical books and pass the goddamn exam, nigga?
I mean, it's looks, right? Like, I don't think...
So you don't think I could give you a goddamn... a proper surgery because I got a chest tat?
No. Me personally, I wouldn't care, but perception is reality.
You can't be smart. You did some stupid shit.
But I mean, it comes to, I don't think stereotypes are that bad. They are and they aren't, because stereotypes came from, this has happened a certain amount of times with this type of person, so this must be true.
Right.
So if every time I'm on 880 and someone cuts across 4 lanes without using a blinker and almost kills everyone, and I'm like, oh shit, what do you know? It's an Asian person. After a while, I'm going to be like, hey, these motherfuckers can't drive. If I watch the news, if I watch the news, right, and every time somebody's getting shot or there's a robbery and it's some ignorant ass black person saying, I saw it all in the book, I'm going to think, black people are stupid than a motherfucker. If there's a serial killer on the loose, like,
definitely white.
I mean, it's sometimes people take it to the extreme with it and be like, they start to say, well, all of you are like this.
Right.
And that's where it gets a little tricky. But I mean, usually stereotypes are right. Like, it came from somewhere, right?
I guess. But who's to say that it came from somewhere correct? Nigga, that could have been...
I agree. But I mean, like, niggas like watermelon and chicken.
Was that you told me about the ice cream song?
No.
Who told me about the ice cream song?
I know what you're talking about, though.
And how it was about niggas eating watermelon?
Yeah. Niggas eating watermelon? Probably.
I don't remember who told me.
Well, because it was a fruit. You could fried chicken could carry longer. It's like if you were black in the South and you were walking somewhere and you wanted some fruit, you could take some watermelon and the chicken would last longer. But I mean, it's a stereotype.
What the fuck?
No, I'm laughing because I was thinking about that 4-lane shit.
Oh.
So I'm in the car all the time, and like I try to hold my racist comments until I pass, until I can see it. Like, oh, you son of a bitch.
I knew I was fucking right. I knew it was a motherfucking Asian.
Or then it's somebody black and be like, damn, man, you fucking... Well, no, black people that can't drive, it's usually when they're speeding. Like, they're flying through traffic and, like, a '03 BMW or something with no license plate and a broken window. Like that's
Wait,
a
with
nigga.
the numbers in the back. We don't have the numbers no more.
Yeah.
But you remember the numbers in the window, nigga.
Like, oh, that's a nigga. Flying through traffic, yeah. Just turning with no blinkers. It's just like, oh yeah, I know who this is. But then again, stereotypes do keep you safe. Because when I go to a neighborhood and I see nothing but check cashing places, I'm like, oh, this isn't somewhere I want to stop. I'm just going to keep it pushing. That's not true. I got into this with my sociology teacher one time.
It is not true. It's a
He
check
crazy as
cashing
fuck.
place by my mama's
You
house.
crazy as fuck.
Okay.
Me and my sociology teacher got into an argument. Like, he tried to kick me out of class. Because he was like, what did he say? John, I can't think of the guy. Who did Boys in the Hood? Not John Witherspoon. Singleton. John Singleton said there's more liquor stores than banks in the hood. Mm-hmm. And this white sociology teacher said that's not true. I said, sir, we're got to stop.
They can't say, what?
We're got to stop class right now. And he's like, what do you mean? So I drew a map of Sacramento. Like I said, we'll pick from Elk Grove Boulevard to Florin. Because that was where Elk Grove was and that's where Sacramento was. And I'll say we'll go from Franklin to the freeway. Everywhere there's a liquor store, we'll put a little skull and crossbones.
Right.
Everywhere there's a bank, we'll put a dollar sign. And we said, this is the line. So there was like 11 skull and crossbones as opposed to $8 signs.
One fucking bank.
And so then, yeah, like that was the day I almost got kicked out of class. But it was like...
Well, that was stupid because he know fuck well. Come on, man.
Does he?
Well, he was white. He was white man. Okay, well then you can't. Then he probably didn't know because he don't be around that type shit.
Because people believe stereotypes. And see, this is my 7 years in junior college. Different class, or different sociology class, different school.
Different teacher.
This white guy, he was actually on the shit. He was pretty good. This was in Bakersfield. The question was, is the Republican Party inherently racist? Why don't they like Obama? And everyone was like, oh, it's because they're fucking racist and they don't like black people. And I was like, no, it's stereotypes. You mean this white man from Iowa who's never seen anyone black? Like, all he can judge black people on is the music that he hears, the movies that he sees. I mean, he's never seen anyone black. North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Colorado, Montana, even West Virginia, like, they don't interact with black people like that. Right. So all they know is what's on the TV. So yeah, they probably made some inappropriate racial jokes, but who doesn't? Really? You nothing? Never? ever?
Nothing, never. Everybody, come on. It's a given.
If you laughed at that fucking 4 lanes joke, then you just laughed at a racist joke. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not saying that it's mean-spirited. Like, we've all said something inappropriate, or even if you didn't know. Like, well, there was a white guy that moved out here from Iowa. My man, Neil. Smartest motherfucker I ever met. Mm-hmm. But he was like, I've only seen like 2 black people in my entire life. Like, he lives in Iowa. And not even in like the major city. He lived in some little ass town. Right. Where it's 99.9999% black or white. So when he came out here to California, he was like,
fuck. They're everywhere.
So like, do you guys all like listen to the hippity hop and stuff? And it's like, I get it that could be offensive, but it's like, he's not trying to be. Because he doesn't know. So it's like...
It's called ignorance.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But it's based off of a stereotype. I want to be like, what, are you out there fucking cows, nigga? Like, what are you...
Right.
But then it's like,
no, he's fucking his cousin.
The views of Monty.
That's the stereotype. Country white people fuck their family.
Well, that's a stereotype. What's a fact?
Well, but we're talking about stereotypes. I can't prove it, so it's a stereotype.
Actually, you can.
I can't. I don't got that information. Maybe you can prove it. I can't.
There's parts of Western Kentucky where like they're so inbred that like they have like deformities and shit, like because the family tree just goes straight up, like they've been fucking their cousins and sisters.
Wait, I had a coworker and it was the craziest shit to me. Threw me off. And she was from like Middle East somewhere. I don't know, but
they do that shit.
The Indian shit, not Native American, but whatever. The
dot not feather.
There you go. So, and I don't remember what the conversation was, but we was talking about somebody somebody had did something with their cousin or something along these lines. And she was like, so people don't do that? Like, and she explained, she was like, well, in her country where she come from, she said, it's okay to marry your cousin as long as y'all not first cousins. And that they actually have a test. They take a test to see where, to see how closely related y'all is or what the fuck ever, to see if y'all could be married. And I was like, swear to God, so motherfuckers be marrying they fucking cousins. So then what do they children be? Like, uncle, nephews? I don't fucking know. Like, what do the fuck?
As long as it's not a first one. You got to keep the money in the family. Well, because like, when you said Middle East, right? Are you talking about
so,
Asia?
I mean, no. Like, the India shit. Pakistan, Iraq, fucking that shit. Okay, well, ain't that things?
India is next to Asia. Pakistan and like Saudi Arabia.
So, they're called Middle Eastern, right?
That's Africa.
No?
Yeah, it's called Middle Eastern.
I'm talking about the fucking people, Richard. What do we call the people?
Africans.
I ain't never called a motherfucker from Iraq African. Maybe they are, but that ain't what the fuck I call it. So we call them Africans?
They're Middle Eastern.
Okay, thank you. So the Middle Eastern people, okay.
Well, actually, technically.
Oh, god damn.
If they were to fill out a form, they could identify as white.
They could probably identify as whatever the fuck they wanted to, or just choose to not check. Okay.
So that's why they distinguish it as the Middle East and North Africa. So like Egypt, Morocco, so like French Montana. You know who that is right there.
I do know who that is, but I didn't know he was from that shit.
He's from Morocco.
Okay.
So like Morocco, Egypt, there's another one up top, and then the Middle East, they on the census they identify as white. Like there's no box for Middle Eastern. That's fast facts. Cause you know, like when you fill out the form thing, it's like black, but not Native American, white.
Okay, so, but how are they white? Where's white people from? Europe. Is all the white people? Where's white people from? They ain't from fucking Pakistan.
They're from the Caucasus Mountains.
Are they from the Caucasus Mountains in Pakistan?
They are not.
Well, how the fuck are they white?
Because they have money. That's why the oil and shit comes from.
Okay, look, you're confusing the fuck out of me. Next topic.
So wait, you're talking about marrying cousins. So they can, it's to keep wealth in the family and shit, but yeah. I get it. But no, it's because there's like what, we'll do the Ancestry.com one next time. Yeah, just in case you forgot, fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg. I say what I want. Not really on Facebook though, because I just got banned again. I just got a 30-day ban. This is the longest one I ever had. It just happened this morning too.
Oh, you just started. Oh,
I just got off of a 7. I got off the 7 on Friday.
You didn't learn your lesson?
I was being nice.
You was being a nigga.
Hey, sometimes you gotta be. So, hold on. So, to finish off with dude, I basically said, like, it's not intentional. Like, I don't think that people are intentionally racist. Like, there's, just like with anybody, maybe 10%. So just like, maybe 10% of the politicians are absolutely, like, stone cold racist. The other 90% just kind of go along with it. Because it's like, we're empowered. Bob's been here a long time. Because even when, have you ever been in the room where someone's told, like, an uncomfortable black joke? You've never been in?
I don't think so.
White people don't get comfortable like that around you?
I don't be around white people like that. So.
I went to all white high school. It's like it happens from time to time. Like, I was telling them, I was like, if it's funny, then okay. But if it's not funny, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. And they usually don't tell it.
What?
I tell them, they're like, hey, you want to hear a joke? I'm like, is it a race joke? Yeah. If it's funny, all right. But if it's not, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. There's only one guy who told a joke. And I did slap the shit out of him. Are you ready?
Said you didn't?
Did not.
Okay, what was the joke?
What's the difference between black people and snow tires? Snow tires don't sing when you put chains on them.
I'ma fuck you up.
couldn't.
I am gonna fuck you.
I was like, that was a good one. I was like, I'll give it to you because you were brave to say that. Because if I didn't laugh, I was gonna slap the shit out of you. But it caught me off guard when he said it. Because I was like, oh,
right.
Damn. Well, all right, white dude, you'll live to
That
fight
shit
another
do
day.
some of this should be funny, but it be when someone says it to you in an aggressive manner. It's like how it's like. I mean, like you said, I feel like we all got some sort of racist in us, okay? Not necessarily like fuck everybody but my kind, but it be like goddamn Asian people can't fucking drive, bruh. Or it be like the goddamn Mexicans. Why it's always so many in the fucking car? Like, could y'all just get the fuck on?
Did you say Mexican or Mexican?
You know I always say it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't do the Mex. Okay, so
I've never heard anyone black say Mexican.
everybody says that. What's a Mexican? Okay, my bad. Okay, to the Latino community, but I'm saying like we all have jokes, but when it's when it's given to you in a way to intentionally bring you pain or uncomfortableness or I'm better than or you're less than or some shit like that, well now I'm gonna flash because you got me fucked up.
Right.
But if it's all in good humor and it's all a fucking hell, I say racist shit. Hell, I just told a coworker who's Latino. Okay, I think he's Mexican because he's from Mexico City. So I had asked him. I said, could I ask you something? But not even like on no. Right. Nah, I ain't gonna ask you. He was like, nah, ask me. I was like, well, it's about Mexican people. He was like, but ask me. And I was like, why do all the women be shaped like that? Why the fuck is they legs is so small, but they bodies be so big? And that nigga just laughed and he was like, blood. Like, nigga, I don't know. Shit. So if it's an honest question or it's a funny fucking joke to get laughs, okay. But if I would have been like, I don't understand why the fuck is all you Mexicans built like that. It probably would have been perceived in a different way. And I'd have probably had him somewhat fucked up. But because it was an honest question. And no, I'm not saying that all Mexicans look like that. I'm just fucking saying, okay? There's a stereotype that, the big back bitches be Mexican.
I'm laughing because I said that one day and this Mexican girl wanted to fight me. I was like...
Well, see, how did you say it?
I said it just like this, weird bullshit, and I was like, hey... I was like, don't you think that's weird that there's only two kind of Mexican women? And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, fuck. You motherfuckers either look like Selena or the bitch that killed her. What does that mean? I was like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. What was her name? Dolores or whatever?
I was slapping you.
You either find the motherfucker or a big bear belt bitch. You son of a bitch. I was like, bro, I was like, it's a joke. Like, come on. You can say the same thing about black chicks or white or whatever. I'm being funny. I thought we had that kind of relationship. We could joke about this. It's like, I didn't say anything when you walk around here talking about ooh wah wah. Or Wakanda forever. I don't say nothing. But now you mad because I said you look like Dolores or whatever the fuck her name is.
Right.
Like, it's nothing personal. So,
how do you feel when it be, like, same race? Like, a black person talk to another black person about they ain't black enough. Or a white person talk to another white person about, well, I mean, I guess we don't really care about the white people, but, I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Here on the Best Day Podcast, Best Day Ever Podcast, we love all people of all cultures.
Here on the Best Day Podcast, we just be having fun fucking around, okay? Take it with a grain of salt and laugh.
Christ.
Now, look.
And remember, please be sure to donate to the Lost Cause Project.
We making a difference out here, man.
Jesus. We like the kind of jingles, but we prefer the kind that folds. We accept donations from all races.
But do you
I think
feel
it's silly.
like
It's ridiculous.
Like
it's absolutely ridiculous.
Like black people, like do you feel like the races in themselves should only be positive with each other?
There's only one
Or
race.
like, okay, well, I don't know about all that. Oh, mama, slap this shit out of you.
I mean, in all seriousness, like that, I don't feel that way after I saw how my pops got done. Like that's what changed my whole situation because I used to be fucking pro black. Oh yeah, nigga, black is beautiful. Well, not that, but just like
Damn,
we
not
got
that?
to. No, I mean like
Well, some of you motherfuckers is beautiful. The rest of you motherfuckers. Fuck you.
ugly motherfucker.
Where
Well,
is the camera?
I know. I one of these days. Again, donations can go to $ True Savage 52. We're a nonprofit, so we post all expenses. But no, like the whole black people got to have this and black people got to have this and we got to separate from y'all and this and this and this and then you realize like there's well here I'll tell the story like this. When we were in Bakersfield, which is northern Mexico, like anything below Fresno is Mexico. I don't give a fuck what you say. You could speak English down there, but it's Mexico. They don't know.
Right.
Ain't nobody down there thinks this is California. This is just the nicer part of Mexico.
Right.
So these guys that I worked with, I went to his house and that was his mom and uncle lived there. And one day the uncle says to me, he's like, do you know that in 30 years you're the first black person that has ever been in this house? And I was like,
and where you okay?
This is
wait,
Bakersfield.
Okay, and where you was at? What happened?
I was at my coworker's house.
Okay.
It was the coworker, his mom, his uncle.
White boy.
No, he's Mexican.
Mexican. Okay.
And like we were, like I would give him rides to work. Like I'd pick him up from work, whatever. I wasn't really tripping because Bakersfield is 6 exits. So I mean, it's not like you got to go out of your way to go do some shit. So she was like, I really appreciate that. Like you give him rides and stuff. You don't ask for gas money and stuff. Like you're not an asshole about shit. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm a human being. Your son's a human being.
Right.
And that's when the uncle had said that. And I was like, well, why is that? Mm-hmm. And he's like, well,
you black, motherfucker.
I was like, well, pretend like I don't know. Like, why has there never been any black people here? Well, like, black people were doing some scandalous shit. I was like, okay, I can agree with that. So you only, like, deal with Mexican people, right? He's like, yeah. Has someone Mexican ever stole from you? Well, yeah. Has someone Mexican ever lied to you? Yeah. When you went to prison and you were fighting other motherfuckers, were they Mexican? Yeah. So the Mexicans tried to stab you, stole from you, lied to you, beat on you, but black people are the problem. And it was like in that moment, he like literally was like, it was a thought that had never crossed his mind before. And it was like, it's so deeply ingrained to think that, oh, that's the enemy. That it's like, now here it is, here's someone black who's doing all these nice things for this kid that I don't even know. Mm-hmm. And you're ready to be like, oh, you're so terrible. And he was like, damn. I was like, now, I still talk to the kid, but it's like, that's why I don't think about it like that. Because the same thing happened to my dad. Here it is, we open the Chamber of Commerce, and someone black comes in and usurps power and be like, oh, we got to get you up out of here. So it's like, it's the motherfuckers that look just like you. Because there's Mexican people, well, there's people that prey on groups like that. That are like, oh. So like, if they know that, oh, we only deal with Hispanic people, then they know that they can slide in there and do some scandalous shit because they're going to be thinking about black people. So they can come in and be like, yeah, these fucking niggas, yeah, motherfucker. Hey, so let me borrow $10,000 real quick. Yeah, fucking niggas, yeah, motherfucker stealing this shit. And next thing you know, Jorge done ran off with your shit. Or the Jewish dude or the Chinese dude, because you're looking out for them. Like, even with our little group, True Savage Entertainment, there's a Jewish guy, a white guy, a black guy. There's women. I'm pretty sure there's some gay people in there that don't want to come out the closet yet. But I mean, like that's the thing. It's like, what was that guy? Martin Luther something. I don't remember his name.
Martin Luther something.
But he was a pediatrician or PhD or something. I don't remember. But he said you have to judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like it makes sense. Because I mean, there's shitty black people, brown people, red people. So I mean, I don't think that like you can do it if you want to, but it doesn't make sense. Because that's how you're going to set yourself up for failure. It's tribalism. My tribe is better than your tribe. Like, that's what motherfuckers have been fighting since the beginning of time. We got red dots. We got blue dots. Fuck them. Or how about we come together like butt cheeks and make this shit happen? There's always going to be conflict.
And then we have purple dots.
Well, exactly.
In case y'all didn't catch that, because it's a blue dot and a red dot and like, like blue and red. Okay.
Shout out to the GED class of 2001. I learned this.
Primary colors.
I was about to say that. I learned that in art class, in case y'all didn't know.
Okay, well, let me explain another situation I was in, and you tell me what you think about that. Or was I wrong, or
Probably.
or what? Probably fucking not. But
You
look,
probably said you're going to slap the shit out of me.
I believe nigga. Now look, okay, so in so context. This was a situation that happened over Instagram, right?
Oh,
But it was with someone that knows me personally. So family friend, right? Someone who doesn't know me through social media. They actually know me in real life.
Right.
And so they had made a video, and they were talking about a situation with a friend of theirs and their girlfriend, right? And they were saying, I guess, that situation, they had got into an argument. The guy and the girl had got into an argument, and the girl told her boyfriend she didn't want to give him no pussy. She didn't want to fuck, right? And so, and I mean, I don't know the details, because I don't know. That was the outside situation. That's just what sparked our conversation, because I commented. So when he made a video speaking about that particular situation, he was saying that the chick was wrong because that's her nigga, and you give your nigga the pussy regardless. Otherwise, he could go get it from somewhere else.
Okay.
So my thing was, and these is black people, okay? Black man talking about his black friends, okay? And I commented because I was so upset by the video, because he was stressing the point that if that's your nigga, you better give him some pussy when he wants some pussy, or he has a right to go somewhere the fuck else and get it from somewhere else. And I said, well, don't no woman owe nobody her pussy. Regardless, I don't give a fuck if I don't want to give it to you because we arguing or not. The spirit inside me said I want to keep my pussy. Okay, I don't feel like giving you no pussy because I'm upset. Why I want to fuck you and I'm upset with you. I don't like you right now. You're ugly. Get the fuck on. Right? But that don't mean you go fuck some other bitch just because you can't get none right now. What you need to do is think about what the fuck is going on. But so that was my thing. I said, don't no woman owe nobody her pussy. I said, with the exception of maybe her husband, because that's what the Bible says, something along them lines. Okay, I don't fucking know, but you're supposed to give it to your husband whenever the fuck he wanted. So maybe I'll take that. I don't know, but don't no woman owe her body to no man. And just because I'm not giving you that does not give you a right to go step outside of our relationship or whatever we done built, whatever we fucking doing. And the nigga told me that, oh, well, that's because I don't have enough melanin and it's fucking up my brain is the reason why I feel this way. And so, I'm like, first off, why you know me on a personal level, so I don't even know why you would say something like that. But are you saying that bitches with melanin just know that they supposed to give they pussy to a nigga when they want it? Or are you saying, like, what the fuck do you mean that I feel this way because I ain't got enough black in me? Then get the fuck out of here.
Okay, this is easy.
Man, how do you say something like that? And then this is coming from a motherfucker that's supposed to be, pro-black people, power to the people, fuck the white people, fuck the racist people, fuck the this. It's all about black people coming together, black people. And that made me feel like, well, it's not about black people. It's about black men for you. You're not for the people. You're for the black man. And I was just offended. Like, you cannot tell, even though I know that the statement didn't have no no facts to it. You know what I'm saying? Or no real substance to it. But I was still hella offended.
That's easy. So, the first question, God didn't say that. What it said is, your body is now your partner's. So, it's no longer my body, it's my wife's, and it's no longer my wife's, it's mine. But that doesn't mean that they have to do something if they don't want to. What it means is, you should feel open enough to do what you want to. So you shouldn't be like, oh, it's my husband, I don't feel like choking on the dick. Like, bitch, well, you married me, so that's what you get to do. But that doesn't mean that I own you and I can now dictate and be like, bitch, you gonna do it right now. Like, that's not what that means. And then I don't even know how to address the you're not black enough so you don't understand. That sounds more like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't want to hear what you're saying because you're a woman. Like, that's what that sounds like when you don't have like a real argument. So you say you're not have enough melanin. Like that.
Like, how can you?
Okay.
How can you say? I don't know. But the motherfucker was serious. And then what also set me off was he inboxed me after that, telling me about
just playing, right?
how it was a joke. It ain't even like that, sissy. We go back. Woo, 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 woo.
No, it wasn't.
Why you didn't put that on that post?
No, it wasn't.
Why you didn't say that on that post that we was just arguing on about how you apologize about how we could about it wasn't even like that. Women ain't. It was. Why was that like a private message? But on the front line, on the mainstream, I just ain't black enough. My brain is fucked the fuck up because I'm lacking in melanin.
I'm gonna have to explain.
By the way, I am black, motherfucker. Okay. And what did they used to say? Wait. No. Wait, that what they used to say in the old days. If you got a drop of black, you fucking black. White people don't want you. Okay, now me, I'm 50-50. I don't usually claim the other half, but god damn it, don't fucking tell me I ain't got enough melanin.
Yeah, that was a reach. No, he had to apologize because it would be awkward at the next family gathering. But I explained it, and I even apologized if she was offended. Yeah,
but why was that like a private thing? Like, why was that not so everyone could see?
So there's this thing called toxic masculinity that I just found out about. That's like a real thing. Well, first of all, here's a secret. Did you know that I'm sexist, apparently?
Wait, what?
I'm
because how you be like, oh, well, no, because you the fucking house husband.
First of all, I'm a domestic engineer, motherfucker.
You a house husband.
Fuck out of here.
Tune into the last episode. You'll hear him talking about how he's loving his house husband. Like, okay.
Yeah, I wear the fucking, what's that shit called?
He wears the panties.
First of all, you must have been talking to this motherfucker because she said, where are your panties at? Bitch, I've never worn panties in my life.
He wears the panties in here.
I wear an apron with no drawers on, motherfucker. Like Melvin and fucking Baby Boy. He was in here froggy style, nigga.
Some bacon.
Jesus Christ. Ew. Turkey bacon, motherfucker. This nigga is so weird. No, what is it? I'm a misogynist. I'm a sexist. I think that women are beneath men, apparently, and some more shit. And I was like, well, why was my assistant manager a woman? Well, so this is what happened. I was on bitch-ass Zuckerberg's little play shit, and...
You was really upset with that nigga.
Yeah, fuck that nigga. I feel like Bootsy.
It was his
Zuckerberg.
System.
I need my Instagram. That's not the most ignorant nigga in the history of niggadom. Like, Jesus Christ. Every time he talks, you set us back like 500 years, nigga.
I'm gonna slap you.
Zuckerberg, I need my Instagram. It's how I make my money die. I was like, is this a Chappelle sketch? Like, this can't be real. Oh, God. So I'm in this sports group, and someone posted a picture of, like, Candace Parker and some other girl. I guess there's, like, 4 all-stars on this basketball team in the WNBA, and they were like, oh, they're going to be a force. And I was like, they'll still get beat by 30 by a 18 and under AAU team. And people did not like that. Most of the people thought it was funny. Because it was, all right, like, they're a super team. All right, whatever. And immediately everyone, oh, fucking, you fucking hate women. And it's like, no, I just thought it was funny. Like, we talk shit every day about Dak Prescott sucks and this guy sucks and this person sucks. But, like, now that I said it about women, like, it's not funny all of a sudden. Like, that's a double standard. Oh, well, no. Well, what you really meant. It's like, well, how are you going to tell me what I meant? Like, let's start from here. Could they beat an 18 and under boys AAU team? Like, let's get it out there. Do you think they could? Because I just seen these niggas dunking from the free throw line, and there's only 2 of them that can dunk in the WNBA. So I mean, that's not the point. Well, what's the point? So because I'm being mean.
The point is, women's basketball already doesn't get no clout. Okay, they already don't get no views. There ain't people ain't selling out seats. So when you say things like that, it makes it even worse for them. Okay, but now if you say some shit, some good stuff, maybe people will come. Maybe people will actually enjoy women's basketball because they are good. They good.
In comparison to other women, yes, but I mean,
well, it's a women's league. Are we comparing them to the men?
well, I was in that
They're in the
particular.
league of their own. They're fucking women. That's the same thing. Okay.
So what?
Anyways, okay, here we go.
It wasn't. It was a joke, but my whole point is they unmercifully talk shit about men that fucking he lost the game because he missed a shot or
Right.
whatever. Like, men are always available to be critiqued, but then when I make this comparison, that was just out of bounds.
It was just probably the particular.
Well,
The that you was talking about women's basketball.
and then I followed because then at least like 30 people laughed because they were like, "Nigga, that's funny." Like, an AAU team probably could beat them because when you say like, "Oh, LeBron made a super team with whoopty whoopty whoop," you're like, "Oh, okay, like you are probably the best in the world." But when you say like, "Oh, this is the women's equivalent," it's like some niggas at 24 might be able to beat them, but that's not to take away from what they did. This is the example I gave him. I said, "Look, I do a podcast. On a good week, I might get 50 people to listen. If I, in turn around and say, Joe Rogan's podcast gets a 1.5 million a month, can I now say that I'm the equivalent because I'm doing the same thing? No. My podcast is inferior to that because I don't get the same numbers. It's not as entertaining. It doesn't have the same draw. That's not to say that it's not as good, but it just don't have the draw right now. I have to find something to be as entertaining.
Right, but then me being an outsider saying something like, well, that True Sad podcast, I mean, nigga, my 3-year-old makes a better podcast than that. Right, okay,
And
knowing
I'll
type
take
person you are, of course you're going to find it fucking funny because you're a funny fucking guy.
Yeah.
But it's just like, well, damn, you just hella got shitted on for no reason.
But that's if the 3-year-old could make it. Because that's the whole point of the joke. Is that
Okay,
these
well,
are professional
maybe
women that would get beat by some high schoolers. Right?
by some high schooler women, high school girls.
Hell no.
Oh, okay. So high school men.
Boys.
Okay.
That's the thing. These
High
are
school young men.
Sure, semantics, but okay.
Okay. So not high school women. Like, we're not
No, of course
comparing them to themselves.
No.
We're comparing them to men.
Young men, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I would expect it to be a little different too.
Okay, so then another example I gave was the women's national team. What is it? The Swedish national team lost to some 16 and under boys.
I don't know. What is that, basketball?
It was soccer.
Oh, okay.
So they were saying like these were the best that the country had to offer. And again, no one's saying that because then they try to say, oh well, because I said it's an inferior product, meaning that they don't make any money. It's not entertaining. Like, no one watches it. Again, if you want to play, that's fine. I support everybody's sport. I just went to, as a matter of fact, I went to my homegirl Shaniqua's soccer game for what she plays in junior. She played at Fresno City College. I went to watch. It's like, hey, all right, you're doing your thing. We scored a goal. I fucking waved my do-rag and everything. Like, yeah, good job. One of the 7 years I was at City College, basketball, track, soccer, whatever, I'll go. It's entertaining. It was a joke, my nigga. Like, it's not that serious. Then I even said, if the fucking rims were 9 feet, I'm sure women's basketball would be more popular than men. Like, you don't dunk. Like, that's why most people watch the NBA, because they're dunking on each other. And they still took
That's
it to...
what they do in every game. What the fuck are you even talking about?
Wait, what?
How many? Is that what really happens at the basketball games? They just dunk all night? What do you mean people watch the game because they be dunking?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What is the one event that everyone watches at the All-Star game?
Are you just talking about All-Star?
No, I'm saying, like...
Or basketball in general. The basketball games that come on fucking TV.
Yeah. The most exciting part of the game is watching niggas get dunked on. Like, when
But
Vince
that's
Carter
not-
jumped over dude.
Okay.
When Blake Griffin dunked on dude.
You're making it sound like, nigga, this is what happens in all the games, and this is why we watch for the dunks.
It's not...
Bruh, nigga, how many dunks happen in a game?
At least 10 minimum.
Wow, minimum, huh? How many Warrior games have I seen with like 2 dunks? Like, get the fuck out
That's
of here.
'cause
What are
the
you
Warriors
talking
are
about?
trash.
I'm just saying, period. Okay, so are we only talking about the good teams? We're not talking about the trash teams.
I mean, the Warriors
right?
were the champs.
Okay, well, how many people are dunking in a Kings game in one game?
Shit, I couldn't. Not enough, because we ain't won shit
Oh,
in a
yeah,
while.
exactly. Okay, no one's watching the game just for the dunks. Like, get the fuck out of here. So you telling me that if women dunked more,
Yes.
they'd get more views?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
From me.
Maybe
from me.
like an all-star trick dunk? Get the fuck
No.
out of here. Just in game.
If Brittany Griner went down court and caught an alley-oop in traffic and some little guard jumped up and tried to block it and she dunked her, like, that would be exciting. Like, well, so then my question to them was, when was the last time you watched a women's basketball game? And like, oh, never. It's like, well...
Well, I asked them when last time you watched a men's basketball game. You might not never watching any of that shit
Nah,
either.
well, they had to give it up because, like, they do. Because we're in a sports group, and that's what they talk about. So I'm
Oh,
like,
it's
well,
basketball group.
no, it's like sports in
Just
general.
sports.
But
Okay.
and that's why I was thinking, I was like, well, if you don't find it entertaining, then what are you upset about? Like, at no point did I say they're not, because then they always go to, well, they could beat you. Well, yeah, nigga, I'm an out of shape old man. Like, of course they could. Like, that's not
Right.
the point.
Right.
Like, no one's saying they're not good. No one's saying that they shouldn't be there. No one's saying they shouldn't get paid. It was a joke. They can get beat by an AAU team. That was it. And then it became, you hate women and you think that women are this, and it's like,
I mean, well, that probably came from your responses and your nonchalant attitude about shit, because you have this, take it well. And it makes a motherfucker be like, okay, bitch, hold the fuck on. Because now you acting like you don't give a fuck about women. Okay, so tone that shit down.
But here's
That's probably what it was.
it was a misunderstanding, because even when I said, like, well, why don't you ask me what I'm saying? And when I explained the podcast thing, dude was like, okay, that makes sense. I see what you're saying. The other female admin asked me the same thing, because she said, he said, what do I tell one of my students that says she wants to go to the NBA? I was like, tell her to read a book and go pro at something else. And she was like, what? You would tell her that because she's a girl? I was like, no, you're assuming. I wouldn't tell anyone. I wouldn't tell a boy to try to go pro. I would say there's other things that are more important than entertainment. If you're good at basketball, go ahead, do your thing. But I wouldn't put all my eggs in the NBA basket. There's only, 462 spots out of 8 billion people? I mean, unless you're fucking 6'8" and you got a cold jumper, like, maybe you should be like a doctor or a physician or something like that. And even she was like, okay, I understand what you're saying. You're not just shitting on women. You're saying that fucking, you're making a particular joke about that particular thing. And that was the end of the conversation. Now, the other two admins took it way to the left and were like, no, I'm reading what you're saying, and what you really mean to say, it's like, no, that's not what I'm saying
I
at
said
all.
what I said.
And they kept trying to take it to, you hate women, and I hope your daughter wants to play sports, and she doesn't make the team. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where did
Now you're like wishing ill on my kids? Like, what the fuck just happened?
And that's why I was like, bro, like, I don't understand, like, why did you take it? I was like, you're caping for no reason. Like, no one in here is even agreeing with you. Like, let's look at the comments. No one is agreeing with what you're saying. It's only you two. Everyone else is like, did you not read what he just said? Like, again. So it was just like, and then that's what got me banned, because then I started going in and I was like, okay, look, I can see from your profile picture that you never played sports. No one in your family has ever played sports, so you feel the need to cape for some reason. You have a marginally attractive wife. Like, so I see your frustration. Like, I get it. And you live where? In like Nevada? Oh, okay. I get it. Like, your life sucks, and now you're mad at me. Like, I mean, if you really want to do something about it, 251 26th Street, Oakland, California. And then the next time I went to post, it was like, you could have been banned for a violation. Because it's like, after a certain point, it's like arguments for bitches. Like, if you're not trying to listen to what I'm talking about, then you want to fight. Then okay, holla at me. And that's what got me banned. Yeah. But yeah.
Being a sexist.
Well, no, not even a sexist, a misogynist.
Okay, so what does that mean? Like,
a misogynist is like some women are beneath men type shit. Like,
oh, okay,
the man is like the woman can't ever question. And I was like, where the fuck are you getting this from? Like,
right.
You're reading way
turned it into some whole other.
Because I said the inferior product. And I was like, you do realize that I posted the video.
We're talking about a fucking league. Like.
Because the WNBA has never made money.
But I'm saying, when you said an inferior product, you weren't talking about women. You were talking about the fucking league. The women's basketball or whatever.
And that's why
being inferior to men's basketball. Not because it's women, but because of the league itself is way.
It's not as exciting.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay. So, was I sexist when I posted that video of the girl from Michigan walking down those motherfuckers in the Big Ten? So, they had an indoor track thing. And it was a 4x4, like the track is 400, whatever. Well, it was the indoor one. And they were behind by like 5 seconds, which in like track, you're not coming back from a 5-second deficit in a 400. She walked these bitches down. Like, she literally caught them and passed them and won by like 2-3 seconds. So I was like, so was I a misogynist when I posted that and was like, damn, this is a bad motherfucker? Was I a sexist then?
Right.
And then I got blocked and I couldn't respond. So then I got my burner account and got back and started. But yeah.
And what's up with all this? That's another thing. Why, just because somebody has a different view or a different opinion, why the fuck do I gotta be blocked or be fucking shunned? Like, I'm just the worst of the worst when we just have a different
safe space
opinion. What?
Remember earlier when I said that's what's wrong with kids? I said they can't take other opinions. They need a safe space.
A safe space.
I don't like that you don't agree with me, so I'm just gonna block you. That's how I imagine everyone who blocks me sounds. I'm just real sensitive.
I'm fucking block him.
Ooh, all right, really quick. So then I got a 30-day ban this morning. I just got out of jail on Friday, and I got locked up again on Monday. This time was a little bit more serious. I know you don't know who it is. Morgan Wallen is a country singer, and my man dropped an N-bomb apparently. And I didn't know what kind of N-bomb it was, so I wanted to know. Because in California, we kind of give people a pass out here for dropping N-bombs. Like, the Asian people say it more than anybody. Like, boy, they use that shit like an adjective, noun, verb. Hey, nigga, I told this nigga, like, goddamn, Kim? Like, fuck, man.
Kim.
But it's like, I'm not the word police. I talked about this before when I tried to police people dropping F-bombs. Like, I was getting mad when homosexual people were dropping F-bombs. I was like, you can't say that. They're like, I can say whatever the fuck I want to.
So the homosexuals were saying to you that you can't say.
No, I was telling to them, like,
to them,
like, you shouldn't be saying that because that's not. And they were like, I'm gay. I can say whatever I want to say. If I feel like dropping the F-bomb, I can say it. And they was kind of like, you're not the word police. Like, you can't tell people what they can and can't say. Now, if you take it a particular way and you feel like punching a motherfucker because they dropped an N-bomb, then. But I just don't feel that way. Especially if it's not even if. So
did that change? Did that situation change your opinion? Like, change your views on, not your views, but changed you? Like, you know what? I don't even.
Like, if you want to say it, go ahead. Like, I never got mad before, even when people were like, "Oh, fuck you, nigger." Did you want to fight now, or what? Or did you just want to say it to be mean?
Right.
And it's like, oh, so you don't care? No. Did you want to fight though? Like, I'm still waiting. And then they just kind of like, oh, because they're looking for a reaction a lot of times. And if they don't get it, then it's like, well,
what do we do now?
I don't know what to do. and they just usually go away.
Well, they'll get it from me. So
Really?
yeah,
The hard R or the hard R or the A?
It be the context. It be like, who the fuck are you talking to? It don't even necessarily be the word.
So wait.
It be, who the fuck is you talking to?
So like, remember in White Chicks when they're in the car, and he was like, so in the movie they're singing that "Making My Way Downtown."
Right.
In the real version, they're singing the DMX song. My dogs don't, or what was it? It was love my niggas, but where's my bitches? And they're like, oh, you said it, but there's no one around.
Right. Wait.
So what happens if you're in the car with your white hoe girl, and fucking something comes on, the fucking J-Lo and Ja Rule comes on, because my niggas in. And she says it, what are you going to say? Like, Stacey, what the fuck? I can't believe you would do that.
Well, I wouldn't be in those situations because I don't really have any white friends. Well, let me clarify. I don't have any friends, okay? But the white people are included in that. I don't have any white friends. So I would imagine that I wouldn't be upset because if this person is my friend, then we already cool like that. It's a fucking song. You sing the lyrics. Now you not finna talk. Don't address.
So what if two white people are on BART and they're talking and you hear the girl? So let's say Krayshawn gets on the BART and she's like, "Yeah, I told this nigga whoop whoop whoop, nigga, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you." Are you gonna be like, "Hey, you say that shit one more time, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you"?
I mind my business. They ain't fucking talking to me. I don't give a fuck what Stacey and Sally say to each other. They can say whatever the fuck they want.
Fair enough.
Now, if Stacey and Sally start talking to me, well then now I got a fucking problem. But I am big on minding my business. Okay, look. Somebody else slap this shit out you, I guess, because I'm just gonna get off on my exit and go fuck to work. But
fair enough. So, the white guy, country singer, won The Voice. He's a country singer.
okay.
So I didn't know what happened. So I immediately Googled it. Because before I have an opinion, I want to know what he said.
Right.
So the whole story was, he dropped an N-bomb. And the label dropped him. And he's ostracized. And this isn't country music. And this and this. So I'm like, ooh, fuck. He must have dropped a hard R on somebody. So like, ooh, shit.
Right.
Country music ain't playing. Like, okay, CMT. Your views must be down. Your views must be down if you're trying to say white people can't be racist in country music. Y'all have lived on that for forever.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm expecting like he must have just, somebody's grandma must have walked in with some bean pie or something. And he just nigger, like, hit her with the Trinidad James or something. So I go to TMZ, which is the fucking, which ironically is the most trusted media news outlet nowadays. Right. But they never get the story wrong, which is crazy. So it's a Ring video from the neighbor's house across the street is what it is.
Okay, like the little ring along the doorbell camera thing.
He's walking his drunk friend to the car. So they're like, yeah, make sure you get this bitch ass motherfucker home. He's drunk as shit. Yeah, you pussy ass nigga. Ha 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 ha. And they go inside. I'm like, so where is it? Like, what did he say? I was like, you fired him because he called his white friend a pussy ass nigga? And he's young. He's 22, 23. So, I mean, it doesn't mean the same thing to him that it would me, I guess, to someone older. So I'm like, okay, this is...
Or to someone black.
Right, well, yeah.
If he's fucking talking to his white friend in his white neighborhood.
Right. He called his white friend a pussy ass nigga. Because I was waiting for the hard R. I was waiting. And I was like...
You got an A.
Yeah, I mean, he was stumbling. He's like, pussy ass nigga. I was like, oh, I like this motherfucker. This is funny. Like, this is a country dude. Hey, I'll buy your album right now, man. Let's flip it on real quick. Let me see what Jesse's talking about. So I go into this Facebook group. What is it? It's called I Could Have Gone My Whole Black Life Without. And they usually post like weird shit. Like there was a mayonnaise fucking fountain.
What? Wait, what?
You know the little thing with the...
Like the mayonnaise was coming out the... So funny. My mama used to eat mayonnaise sandwiches. That got me fucked up. But now look, a spout A spigot spewing out mayo.
I was like, I had never seen that shit before either. That was deep. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I'm in the group and they're quote unquote dragging this white girl because she had posted a picture that said "Free my nigga Waylon," and it was a picture of the white dude, and across the top it said "Free my nigga."
Right.
And they were just like, oh, if I see this bitch in public, I'll bust her with a brick. And this and this and this and then I was like, so I played dumb. I was like, so what happened? Like, oh, he called someone a nigga. Oh, like someone on the street, or like I guess it was someone at his house. Like, was he white or was he black? He was white, but that doesn't matter. Like, he can't say it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I go to the girl's page that posted it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm looking at the comments. There's like 100 something comments. They're like, bitch, I'll bust you with the brick. Bitch, you racist. So what I shouldn't have done. So I quoted the Joker. It said, so make a rap song about killing 100 niggas, no one bats an eye. One white guy calls another white guy a nigga and the world loses their mind. And it was the Joker clapping at the bottom. And here they came. You're a coon, you're an Uncle Tom, you're a self-hating black person. I was like, oh, okay. So since we're talking about self-hating black people, what have you done for the African American community? What programs have you participated in? Volunteer work, anything like that? Nothing? That don't even matter. So you're arguing with me over your right to say nigga, is what you're saying. That's what you're telling me?
No, they're arguing with you over that white man right to say nigga.
Well, I mean...
Not their right. We could already say it. They're arguing with you about whether or not that white man have a right to say it, regardless of who he's talking to.
So then the question becomes... I mean, I don't even care who said it. My whole thing is no one should say it. Like their argument.
What you mean, nigga?
I know, right? After I just said nigga like 50 times. Right?
A million. How long has this been going? For this past 2 hours, we've been saying nigga every 3 minutes.
For the past 50 episodes. Nigga. But it's like, I know.
But none of us,
I'm trying to
None
stop.
of us, nigga, should say that shit.
We covered this on the last episode about hypocrisy. Because I mean, like, because I'm talking now, I say it, but in my everyday life, like, I just don't drop N-bombs like that. Like, I'm adding emphasis to a particular conversation, but they were arguing for the right to say it, and it's like, because we took that word back and we turned it into a positive, like, no, you didn't.
That's what they were saying in the comments.
Was like, they were trying to say that we're taking over this word, but I was like, but again, Jewish people don't call each other kites. Mexicans don't call each other spicks. Asian people don't call each other oriental or slant-eyed or whatever other fucking derogatory term you can think of. We are the only people who celebrate a derogatory term. Who again, in the in the words of Dr. Francis Cress Wilking, you talk about, I'm a pimp, I'm a hoe, I'm a this, I'm a killer nigga, this and this and this. You celebrate it. No other culture does that. And so now you're mad at me, or excuse me, you're mad at the white boy because he said nigga to his friend? Like that. Like those two things aren't the same. Like you got to clean up your own house before you can talk about what somebody else is doing in their house. Like that doesn't. So now I'm an Uncle Tom and a Sambo and a coon and so on and so forth. And that's how I got my 30-day ban. Was because I made that comparison. And that was nice this time.
That was fucking dumb. That was dumb. But granted, speaking on this whole rap thing, half of the shit that they say in these raps is not the type of shit that they go home and do. So, they be talking about all these bitches. How many rappers is married? It's a nigga. All of them is fucking married. Like, not all of them.
We're not talking
but you
about
get
like,
what I'm saying.
I don't mean like T.I. and Tiny and them. I'm talking about like.
Are you talking about them youngsters? Like fucking Lil Uzi Vert who's going through his young stage?
No. I'm talking about like.
What are you talking about?
What is his name? All the ones from Chicago. All the ones from, what's his name? Casanova and them. That they were they were about what they were talking about. That,
Okay, there's always gonna be.
but that's what I'm referring to, because she was from Chicago, and that was my point to her. Was like, I bet you ain't gonna go tell Chief Keef and them O Block niggas. Not, I can't even stop saying it myself.
To stop saying nigga.
I know.
Well, that's because
It
they
rolls off.
they can say it.
But why would you want to?
Well, that's not the argument.
Well, that
The argument isn't about why would we want to.
that was my.
The
point
argument
to
is
her.
about whether I can say it and you can too.
Well, yeah, that's my black privilege, I guess.
See, we got a little bit of privilege, huh? I could say nigga. I heard the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Good school districts,
but-
the loans, none of that. But you can say
It's
nigga.
just that's okay. That's not what it was.
It was ignorant
Some
ass nigga
people,
shit.
okay, and we can't just ball everybody up into one thing. But some people is gonna be offended. Some people is gonna have a problem. Some people is gonna feel like, can't no white person say it. I don't give a fuck who they talking to. I don't give a damn. You can't even say it to yourself, okay? And then you got some people who's just like, well, I don't give a fuck.
You in a room by yourself, you better skip it. Because if I think that you sung along, nigga.
You fucking right.
Jesus Christ.
Look, if a tree falls and no one's around, did it still make a sound? Nigga, if you...
This is why black people can't have nice stuff. This is why we can't have nice things.
No, but listen, I'm just trying to give you enough context,
No.
okay?
I know what you're saying, and I agree with you, but it's just.
And it's like, not that we should or that it's a good thing, but just like that fucking tranny was telling you, okay? Was
The what?
The tranny. How you say they said it was a tranny who called himself a faggot or something, said faggot
The
or
homosexual,
something?
yes, it wasn't a training.
Oh, I
it
thought
was
you said
gay guy.
transgender.
No. It
Oh,
was a
it
gay
was just a
guy.
gay guy.
It was a gay
Okay,
guy.
gay guy. And he called himself a faggot, or he said faggot, right?
Right.
And he felt, well, I could
can
say
say
that because I'm a fucking faggot. Right?
That's
Okay, well, maybe that's how, maybe it's the same thing. Shit. Okay, I might not be a nigga, but I'm black. That's what they think. So I could say the shit. Okay, but you can't. You can't fucking say it. You can't say it to your fucking friends. How is you at your white dinner table and everybody at the dinner table talking about nigga? Can I get some more mashed potatoes? Hey, nigga, pass me them biscuits. Man, what the fuck?
So then that begs the question, is it okay to say, and so like, if you, like, as a matter of fact, I worked with a Hispanic guy who used to say nigga all the time. The two kids in Bakersfield used to say nigga all the time. Like, they said it more than me. Like, I say it in conversation when we're here because I'm adding emphasis, but I don't really say it in my everyday life. These motherfuckers are, nigga, I told this nigga. And their uncle was like, that doesn't bother you? And I was like, I'm not the word police. Like, what am I going to say? I'm going to beat you up because you say nigga. Like, you've lived in a neighborhood where that was okay. Like, even the people I met in Oakland, like, you live in East Oakland. Like, that's what you grew up around. People in your neighborhood are cool with it. Like, how am I going to, like, oh, God, is it Krayshawn? Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a white rapper from East Oakland. No, V Nasty. That's her name.
I definitely don't know who that is.
Oh, I love it because she's like white. But like, she has tattoos on her face, tattoos on her neck and shit. And she, what was it? Yeah, I keep that 30
sound
on
like
me.
a stereotype.
What?
She's like white, but she got tattoos.
No.
So,
Like,
so what does the tattoos
No.
mean? She's
Like,
not white.
no, I mean,
She's like a little bit black.
like she's not like mixed. Like, she has a white mama and a white daddy.
I know, but then you said, but she has tattoos like on her face and on her body. So that but implied that she's white, but she got hella tattoos like she's something the fuck else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, so it's not like she's from Piedmont and she's Becky during the day, but then at nighttime she's fucking B-Dog and it's an act.
Oh, so like she's saying like
she's
she grew
from
up
East
in this
Oakland.
shit.
Like, right.
Okay.
Like, she's not pretending. She doesn't go home and, okay,
Right.
hi, Mom.
Right.
Like, and even when she says it, it's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm about to tell this story. I'm going to go because it's going to be fucked up. So, I used to date this girl that was white. Well, I won't tell that story. There was a girl. I'll tell you afterwards. You can decide if you want to hear it. I worked with her in Bakersfield. She knew the two boys that I was talking about, and me and her were talking one day after work. And she was like, something. She was like, "Hey, you know when like, like I was talking." So like I was with my nigga, and I was like, first of all, I'm gonna stop you right there. I was like, because the fact that you paused 3 separate times tells me that you were thinking like, I don't know if I should say this in front of him. And she was like, well, the other two guys say that. I was like, yeah, but you see how it comes naturally? Like, they just say it because they don't think that there's anything wrong with it. So the fact that you stopped tells me that you don't really talk like that. So don't talk like that to me because that's not really who you are. Like, that's the difference. So, like, when she says it, it rolls off the tongue. Like, she's rapping about it. Right. Hey, I keep this K on me because I shot a nigga and blip, blip, blip. Is that okay? Because it's the environment. That's where she's from. It's acceptable. Now, am I supposed to tell her you can't say that, white girl, because you're from out here? Because even when she got interviewed, she said, it's normal to me. Where I'm from, in East Oakland, no one bats an eye when I say it. It wasn't until I went to LA or out of town when people were like, you're white, you can't say that. So if that's really where you're from and that's really how you act, is that okay?
Oh, that's a question. Oh, well, I mean, I guess. Fuck, I don't do shit. I guess so. I don't fucking know. Hell, it was okay for the white man over there in the suburb to say it to his white friend. So.
Well, it wasn't because I mean, so much happened. Like he lost
no, I'm
his
saying
deal.
like as far as like what we're saying, we believe. I don't think he was wrong really talking to his fucking. Okay. I don't think the nigga should have got fucking fired. Maybe he could have put out an apology statement like everybody else.
Why would you apologize if you're not wrong?
Well, the same reason anybody does. You think anybody who puts out them fucking apologies, the famous people who put out apologies, really mean the apology? It's just something you say so that motherfuckers forget about it and you keep making your fucking money. I don't think half of this. I don't believe half of the fucking apologies people put out.
You think the people lie on TV?
I know, right? The fuck. But if that's
what if his friend was black?
If his friend was black and he said it to a black
pussy
friend,
ass nigga.
What kind of black was he? Was he
country
like
black?
The skateboard black?
Not like country black. Like what if it was another country singer? Like what if it was Darius Rucker? You don't know. Hootie and the Blowfish.
My daddy used to like that. Matter of fact.
But they're friends. He was just like, man, tell that pussy ass nigga. Would that have made a difference?
To me, probably not. I mean, I don't.
What if it was his friend, but he still used the hard R? But it wasn't like, get out of here, nigga.
His friend. Why the fuck you let him talk to you like that? Fuck. Why? He didn't talk to me like that. Shit.
Oh my goodness.
What?
that's funny. He didn't say it to me, he said it to you.
Like, you just gonna let him talk to you like that? Well, shit, if it's good for you, it's good for me. Alright.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's a winner. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're way past. So, yeah, congratulations. You're a finalist, I guess.
I guess I made it because I'm on
no
the
other competition.
One. Well, wait, not the second one, but my second episode. So that means I got some fucking votes.
So then let's see.
I got some votes.
So today's Monday. The barbecue was supposed to be last week. But
right, but
niggas got kids and shit. It's supposed to rain on Saturday, so it might be on Friday. I don't know. I would say go to my Facebook.
Oh, you can't change the day. You done put out flyers, gave out waters. Niggas is not finna be there Friday.
I would change it, but
they're finna show up Saturday.
They're finna show up Friday night. Stay in line. Like, this nigga said he got hot
wings.
Wait,
I was finna say they finna put up their tents, but they probably ain't gonna move them all the way over there.
The views and opinions of Auntie do not necessarily reflect the best of our podcast.
You can't tell me that wasn't fucking funny. But now,
I thought about saying it, but I was like, that's not funny. I can't say it. I can't fucking make fun of the homeless people and then be like, yes, please come out so we can feed you. Actually, well, good. We can talk about making fun of homeless people next time. I'm gonna leave it
after
there.
we feed them.
Yeah, I can talk shit. I can talk shit about you after I helped you. As a black
Well, I
people do.
helped him. Fuck.
Yeah,
So I got a right.
Yeah. I said the nigga feet stank. That's why I bought him some new shoes. But goddamn it, I'm gonna talk about it. What do you want to plug? Do you have anything interesting going on? Have you made like a fake Instagram page yet so people can be like, oh, this is who she is? Oh, you didn't even think about that, did you?
No, because I feel like I would be taking over. Like I'm not. This is your podcast. I'm not included. This is not
what
mine.
if people are like, hey, he's funny, but like we want to hear what she has to say? Did you ever think about that?
No, but no. It's not about the other people. It's about you. You would have to say this is our podcast. Like this is your podcast.
At this point,
I'm not about to make a fucking
episode,
Instagram.
Your episode has more views than most of the other episodes. So I think at this point, I have to swallow my pride and be like, nigga, aren't you tired of talking to yourself in a room by yourself, laughing at your own jokes? This is your conscience speaking. I think you need someone else in here to crack jokes, nigga, because it's not going over. You are the WNBA equivalent of the podcast.
Shut the fuck up. That's the WNBA equivalent.
You need Joe Rogan to sponsor you. Like,
See, there goes that misogyny.
Yeah, you goddamn right.
Well, no, I haven't, but now that you said that, maybe I should. Or maybe I would. But then what would I be? What would I be? True Sav Auntie? I don't even got a name.
I don't know. You're going to be creative. So let's see.
But so could I call it True Sav? See, I can't be using your words. Like this is your shit.
Make up
but then it won't be the
your
podcast.
Creole shit. Don't you have some?
What?
Don't you got use some Creole words? Make up some shit.
I speak English. I don't know nothing.
That's not what everybody said. Everybody like, who is this country motherfucker?
That's English.
An
accent.
Shout out to the GED class of 2001.
Wait, so are you saying I'm wrong?
Not at all. I'm just saying just saying I got my PhD from a junior college, so I don't really know what I'm talking about either. Well, I didn't get my PhD, but I was there long enough to have gotten
had your play hater degree.
Wow. You said what? Master P is calling from 1999 and wants his slang back? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's worse than when she's like, am I fat? Like, yeah, babe, you pretty hot and tempting. Yeah, bring that shit back.
Yeah.
Okay, so TRUSAVCLOTHING, True Sav Clothing. Please make sure. Go ahead and support.
Wait, did you spell the clothing?
Yes.
Without the E. You ran through it too fast.
The E was silent.
Run that back.
Jesus Christ.
You know you gotta write it and then you listen
T.
again to make sure that you wrote it right.
Everyone knows how to spell clothing.
No, I'm saying the whole deal. You know, it's like when you leave a message and you leave your phone number twice so that the first time they write it and then the second time they make sure they wrote it right.
That's house nigga shit. You don't do that.
Oh, see.
Your number is the message. That is that. When I call and leave a voicemail, like, cause my number is the message. I called you. You see it. Call me back.
Oh, so you're talking about a cell phone. So you don't call landlines.
That's a thing. People still have those? People still have those?
Huh?
Who the fuck has a house phone?
My mama got a landline.
Swear to God.
Been the same since 1990, motherfucking nigga. I don't even know. Hell yeah. What, 90? This is before 94.
I laugh at AT&T. Would you like to set up house phone service? Nigga, what? This motherfucker better not call my house.
No, that's Comcast with the triple play.
You got them flyers in the door. Ooh, I could bundle all this bullshit together for the low price of $150.
What they don't know, I'm gonna cut all that shit off. But give me Wi-Fi and I'm out of here.
Let me get a hotspot in the fucking what's that shit in the Google? What's the Fire Stick?
Yeah.
Fuck all you niggas. Okay, TRUSAVCLOTHING, pronounced clothing. Don't forget, all proceeds go to. Oh, I can tell you now. Well, we haven't made it official, but it's gonna be the Lost Cause Project. We can't say foundation because foundation indicates that you have money to donate, and we don't have money to donate. Remember,
we need money.
We take the kind that jingles, but we prefer the kind that folds. Let's see. Oh, there might be a big change to my Instagram because we have a very super secret special interview. I'm gonna do my first interview with somebody on Friday. Can't tell you, but I'll probably post it this weekend. And then I'm gonna have videos and stuff from like the little giveaway thing. So that's that. Oh yeah, True Sap Comedy. Oh yeah, questions, comments, concerns. besteverpodcast@gmail.com. If you actually write it, I'll actually share them with Auntie next time. I'll forward them to you and let you know. Let them know all the shit they're talking.
Keep me in the loop. Okay.
I fucked up again because I don't remember the little shit that I say before I leave.
The outro?
it's-
How the
it's
fuck
been-
did you forget the outro?
I haven't smoked in a while, so like my mind has been like a million other places. Let's see if I can get it down. Let's see.
I remember. Let me try. Can I try? Something about you can't get yesterday back, and tomorrow ain't here, so today's the best day ever.
Wow.
little
Do
bit.
you even listen to this after? Never mind. So it's I love you. I want the best in life for you and only you. I can't get yesterday back. I might not get tomorrow, so that makes today.
The best day ever.
What the fuck is it? Moulin Rouge say that?
The best day ever. The best day ever. The best day ever.
How are they gonna hear that when the music fades out? All right, peace. Holla at your boy.